All right. Starting the day off, we got Mr. Cali Effect here to spectate some beautiful Tengu Plant format.
What's going on with you guys? How's everything going?
I'm excited to watch these last few decks play out. I'm a little nervous for Nordics. You know, Richard is on Nordics. He's my boy, and I think the matchups he has that potentially to play are going to be kind of difficult. They're all back row decks, and Nordics don't like back row.
How exactly do Nordics work in the Tengu Plant format? I don't think I've ever heard of the deck doing so well.
Yeah, so it actually topped historically at YCS Toronto. We had the player who topped with them playing them in this tournament actually. But basically how it works is they they operate off of the gray goat, the Tangnosier. Its effect is when it's destroyed by battle. When a monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon it from your hand. And then it has a second effect, which is you can, if it's changed from defense to attack position, you can special summon a Nordic monster from your deck in defense position. So it basically can pump out like level 7 synchros really easily, and the monster you get is it's a level 4 tuner. So it can make Ancient Sacred Wyvern and just kind of OTK your opponent.
Huh. That's really, really cool. I think I might have to make a gold version of this deck. That seems or a Tengu Plant version of this deck. That seems really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun deck. It's actually very strong because they have the Trap Searcher, right? So the Trap Searcher, you can do cool things where, like, let's say you have a Tengu on your field and your opponent declares an attack. You can flip the trap to search the goat, and they can't cancel the attack. So then they're forced to go through with it, and then you special summon the goat, which means on your next turn you can either make a level 7 or a level 8 synchro without using your normal summon. So it's really, really cool.
Oh, crazy. What's crazy is that I have all these cards. I can't wait to build something like this for my Tengu Plant. Because I have almost every Tengu Plant deck built except for something like this. Because I didn't pay too much attention to it. I didn't think it was going to be that cool, but it seems really interesting.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome deck. I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm excited that it actually managed to break into top 4. Like, it's usually a pretty underrepresented deck, but we had two both do very well. Obviously, the guy who invented the deck way back when did pretty well, but he ended up losing in, like, just, I don't know, top of the bracket. I have to double check again, but yeah, it's super cool deck. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Really excited to see. You said the other decks were Gravekeepers and what were
Grave
they?
Yeah, it was Gravekeepers and TG and Heroes. So right now we're gonna see Heroes versus Nordics. I just hopped in. It's Peredurxiv versus Brahim Poke. If you want to get into the spectate the game.
Pere
PERE will probably get you there. It's like Peredurxiv versus
Okay,
Brahim Poke.
okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. I found them.
Yeah, so we start out the game. We got a Tengu set 2.
Yeah, that's normally a really strong play. Reborn Tengu being able to special summon another one from your deck when sent to the graveyard is really hard to get rid of from time to time. Oh, a Thunder King Ryo. That's really good. That's also the
Yeah.
solemn warning.
Of course, we got to warning it.
Holy, yeah, you always have to, man. But the monster reborn.
Oh, okay, so we're chaining the Searcher Trap to it so he can't stop the Grey Goat from coming. That makes
Okay.
sense. That makes sense because he definitely wants to search it to either prevent the attack entirely or summon it
Yeah,
off the attack.
definitely. Because if Brahim, if he attacks into it, it's gonna be all bad. You know, you get a 10, not just I cannot say the
Yeah, that's why I just say Grey Goat. It's very simple to say Grey Goat.
Oh, he actually is gonna go through with the attack. Oh
Oh
man,
wow.
that's gonna be 2 free monsters. Like
Yeah,
normally
that's
taking away a monster is good, right? But you're gonna give him 2.
yeah, and especially because now he has an option to make a synchro, and you're fine making that trade if you just like send a synchro to Grave for them to negate with Thunder King.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty happy with that. It doesn't matter.
I'm very happy with that. I'm just gonna call him Perry.
I
Perry.
call his name's Richard. I call him Richard because
Oh,
it's way easier.
thank you.
There's a lot of pronunciations in here, you know.
Oh, that makes so much sense now why he applied so
Oh,
much pressure to skill drain to be able to negate the
yeah.
great goat.
That is rough. That is not
Okay.
what you want to see if you're on Nordics either.
You know that could, from what I'm understanding from this deck, that could be a game ender. It doesn't seem like this deck plays a lot of very strong monsters. Thunder King Ryo can dominate any particular synchro summon and is the highest attack monster at least currently on the field.
Yeah. It's definitely
Oh.
not going to be easy. Ooh, but
Ooh.
that's actually really big.
All right, yeah, that's huge. Now the game is definitely shifting back into Richard's favor. He'll be able to get rid of the Thunder King Ryo and be able to apply a lot of pressure here.
Also, Jeppy, my co-commentator, is the Cali Effect. He is on YouTube. If you have not seen him before, you can check him out. His channel should be linked on the, I tagged him in the stream, so you should be able to check it out from there.
Yeah, I'm tagged. Oh, man. The super nimble mega hamster going into the Utopia. This is a lot of pressure right here.
Yeah, that's big damage.
Yeah, 2,000 life points from Brahim's side. Skill drain is not working in his favor right now if he did have a monster effect he wanted to use.
Yeah.
Normally they don't, but hey, this is not a favorable position no matter what.
I feel like you need Dark Hole here, or you might just lose the game. I guess there's technically Gemini Spark with Alias, because he can't negate your attack. So
like Alias attack over the Grey Goat, set the Gemini Spark. You can destroy the Utopia. Hopes that Richard doesn't have another summon, and you'll be at 300 life points. Or hope that the Gemini Spark gets you something really good.
Yeah, this might be a quick game one, which is crazy because, like I said, I really feel like this is a horrible matchup for Nordic. So, to kind of blow him out this quick is really impressive.
Well, man, being able to Solemn Warning, bait into the attacks, get the trap card to get the search, a mind control. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's luck, but Richard definitely played some really powerful cards in this round.
Yeah, true.
So here comes the Neos Alias on the Great Goat, and that might be a Gemini Spark.
Yeah, that's likely a Gemini Spark. So there's some safety here. We probably have a game.
So as long as Richard doesn't summon another monster, almost guaranteed another turn if that's a Gemini Spark.
Or Heavy Storm.
Yeah.
Here comes the attack.
Oh, here comes the attack. Is it a Jimmy?
Oh, that's even worse.
Didn't see that one coming. We did not see that one coming. The honest clutch.
True.
Oh, man. I remember this hero deck, man. This was my baby back in the day.
Well, now this is an awkward position for Richard because now life points are so low. This is actually anybody's game now.
Yeah. I love how in this format, sometimes one card can literally change the dynamic of the entire game.
Oh, yeah. We had so many back and forth matches throughout this entire tournament. It was so crazy. I'm not even going to lie. There are some of the weirdest interactions I've ever seen where it was Dark Hole into a Thunder King and you're like, oh, that guy just wins. And then he attacks and hits a Gores and you're like, oh my god, now the other guy wins.
Pretty much. But Brahim seems firmly in the driver's seat with 2 cards face down. If I had to take a guess, it's like a Dimensional Prison and a Gemini Spark or something like that. He seems to be in this game unless Richard maybe has a Mirror Force or Dimension Imprisoned himself.
Yeah, I mean, my thought is if there's 3 back row, Heavy Storm hasn't been played. There's a world where there's a Starlight Road or Judgment back there.
That could be it too. Yeah, you're correct.
So it could be Spark Judgment is my guess. Oh, there's a Spark.
Right.
We'll know if it's Spark if he takes the Spark because okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So I believe that neither one was the Spark.
Yeah.
Now he has the Spark though, so that's kind of useless information.
Yeah. But that's
man.
even more scary because you can't use back row now, if you're Richard.
So Alias attacks into the Tengu. He's going to activate the Trap Search. I really want to learn how to see these cards' names correctly. It's Gleipnir.
This one's Gleipnir. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there's an F sound even though there's no F.
Yeah.
And this one is
Tengumania. Yeah.
Tengumania.
Yeah. So I think,
I was never good at stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't have a
Okay.
degree in Yu-Gi-Oh, so I can't say for certain.
So Big Rich is dealing with 4 face downs, no heavy storm. I think it would have been used almost immediately. I mean, like that's the first card I would hype. Like if you have the Starlight Road, you have the Starlight Road, right? But
Yeah,
like compromising position, anyways.
I mean,
Um,
he could have an MST, like switch to attack, chain MST. That's my guess here.
okay, so there goes the Tanning Noster. The activation should be kept fine. You might be right with the MST. That's what I would see here. Oh no,
Oh,
no effect. He just summons another Tanning Grinsner.
yeah,
Oh,
Tengris here.
oh my god. I hate this deck.
Gray goat and white goat, man. That's all you gotta do. It's all you gotta do.
You know, for a second, I was like, is there a wind up Zen Maids coming? But I forgot. I think that's the set after this.
Yeah, no, we don't have Zen mains. We only have like Leviathan, Leviair, Arrow Shark, if you're into that.
Yeah, I remember Arrow Strike. Yeah. So Leviathan is, I mean, this is going to trigger the Gemini Spark, you would think, right? Like almost
Probably.
guaranteed. It's 2,000 attack. It's bigger than the Alias. You can get rid of the big monster and draw a card.
Yeah, true.
I think you're forced to, even if Richard has a response. I think that this is still the correct move.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What
even
is going
worse.
on? Wait,
No.
did he discard the Gemini? So he did already have. Oh my god, I feel played. I feel used here. Absolute Zero plus an additional monster definitely secures this game.
Maybe. I mean, there also could be a Gores. He's at
There could be a
28.
Gores. I forget about Gores. I forget about Gores.
If
But even
Gores, I mean, he is safe from. Okay, so there
oh,
is.
it's the Gores.
So how does he? Like, he has to. I mean, he can't hit game this turn. He doesn't get
Yeah,
the token, yeah. So he can do
this is still
200
really
damage.
good for Brahim because I mean, even if he did get the token, Absolute Zero takes care of it. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Raheem's
like
still in the good spot, but
I'm like 1,000% confident he has another Gemini Spark or something, or maybe he just kept it because he knew he was going to super poly off the Alias. I'm really curious on what his other face down cards are.
yeah, I mean, that was about as optimal for him as possible, having a super poly target there too.
Man, that's crazy. So he would have made Gaia if it was an Earth threat. Not necessarily like I mean, Absolute Zero is obviously a lot more powerful against Gores here.
Maybe we can just get a dark hole.
The Dark Hole, oh yeah, that would trade well for Rich right here because he's gonna lose his Gores anyways to the Absolute Zero. So Dark Hole would get rid of the face down monster, the potential threat.
You have to attack the set monster here, I
Of
believe.
course, yeah. You attack the Absolute Zero, you lose the games.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
we're attacking the absolute zero.
Oh man, all right. Rich me have some. He might have a backup play here. I would hope, right?
Does he have Monster Reborn? He's viewing opponent's graveyard? No? Okay. Just set it
Well,
in
I
passing.
can see it. Because hypothetically, if that phase down monster is anything with 300 or more attack, you go Absolute Zero attack into the Gores, right? And then
Yeah.
you phase down monster and attack for game. So I see the logic there.
Well, this set card is likely a Snowman Eater, is my guess.
Okay.
But, like, it's not relevant because of the skill drain, but it's just there to put up a booty. So,
Yeah.
I,
I'm sitting in my head. I'm like, is that an effect failure? It can't be an effect failure. Like, so Snowman Eater definitely makes more sense. It's a
yeah.
Miracle Fusion target. It makes another Absolute Zero, which is really, really, really good. It applies so much pressure.
Oh, we're getting BLS.
Oh, well, Raheem still has 3 face downs.
True.
I'm like, and oh, Snowman Eater's not going to do anything here, but 3 face downs could very much. BLS can't activate its effects, so it's really just a 3,000 attack monster.
Yeah, but 3000 attack vanilla is still pretty strong when skill drain's on the field.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I like skill drain because it simplifies the game and only the strongest monsters survive.
And it finally came ulti, so it's playable by me, you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing that I love about you, my guy. We're on the same page when it comes to the best rarity in the game.
Oh, absolutely. Ulti over Ghost every single time, you know? You can't have it.
Ulti's the top rarity, hands down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're swinging in. There's no way this doesn't get. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say there's a deep prison there. One of those had to be deep prison, and you were right. That one was deep prison. You called that one right, actually.
Hey, Max, I played this format enough. At least I have the hope, right?
Yeah, true.
Oh no, the e-call. Here comes well,
Alias.
actually it's Alias. If he goes Alias, yeah, because you have skill drain, so Stratos is not useful.
Wait, what?
What? That's a nice hero.
Imagine if Thunder King Ryo just said Elemental Hero Thunder King Ryo. How broken would the game be? You could search Thunder King up Eagle. This deck would be tier 0.
It would get a lot of hero cards banned unnecessarily. So, oh wow, the Alias Raiko. That would have been a really good card, but the Tan Noster, tanning the Gray Goat summons itself in response.
Yeah, the third Gray Goat coming out, but I still don't think we could resolve the effect. He needs an MST so bad.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Richard.
Looking for a heavy MST, something to get rid of the skill drain, because that's been a detriment this entire match.
I've never seen a skill drain just sit on the board for so long either. It's like been there literally forever. Technically, even a Lance deals with this problem. You could Lance the goat and then go ham.
You're right. It's pretty obvious you never play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2023 because that thing sits. Yeah. So Tanning Monster switches itself to attack, declares the effect. He's trying to bait something out. He's going to go ahead and normal summon the gold fax here.
Nice. Okay, so a synchro is possible. All right, now what would be really sick is if his last card in hand is Book of Moon and he just goes for the no regrets Black Rose.
Oh, no. You know what? I would be more in tune to applying pressure and hoping that his back row does nothing. Because, oh, no, he's going to do it. No, is he going to do it? Oh.
Wait. Can you?
I would think that you can do that because it would attempt to destroy things. Yeah, when a card or effect is activated, that would destroy 2 or more cards.
Interesting.
So, even though its effect is negated, it would destroy 2 or more cards. It is an effect that is activating that would destroy 2 more cards. That's how I would rule it.
Damn.
Maybe they're going to verify just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doba is our judge, so he'll put in the.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he said 1 sec. He's gonna watch his chat.
Yeah. So from my perspective, it doesn't matter if the skill drain was on the field because it is an effect that is being activated that would destroy 2 or more cards if it resolves. And that's what I would be checking for if I'm the judge coming around. Obviously, there are more than 2 cards on the field, so Starlight Road would be a legal activation.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it says that would destroy. It technically would, because I don't know if it considers skill drain.
Yes, I don't think it considers skill drain. See, from our perspective, we're saying no, it wouldn't, but it's not what our perspective is. In my opinion, it would be from what the card sees. Starlight Road doesn't. It sees cards that would destroy multiple cards on the field.
Yeah, and it's attempting its effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Dova's taking a look.
Though, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you put logic to it, and it's like, nah, that's not how it works.
This is a surprisingly complex ruling too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this ever come up.
Yeah, Brahim says, I think it works because you were trying to destroy the whole field.
Yeah, I think it actually works too.
I think another for modern TCG players, I think another way to look at it is Cyframe Gear Gamma, a very popular card in the modern TCG versus Ghost Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Bell would negate Cyframe Gear Gamma's effect, even if there is no driver in the graveyard, which is what Ghost Bell would apply to, stopping a special summon from the graveyard. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because at any given time, before the resolution, a driver could hit the graveyard, and that's what Ghost Bell is looking to stop.
Interesting.
And it would, in my opinion, it will work similarly to this particular situation. Hypothetically, at any given time, the skill drain would not stop the Black Rose, and therefore it would be able to be negated.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you see Dova's response?
What was it?
You can activate Starlight Road. The effect of Black Rose is already negated by Skill Drain and cannot be negated again. Since it is not negated, you will not special summon a Stardust Dragon.
Oh, you're correct.
Also, the Black Rose is not destroyed. What the heck?
Yes! Oh, I didn't read the second part. I didn't read the. I'm literally just debating the activation of Star Road. That is so true because Black Rose is negated. You can't negate an already negated effect. So no Star.
Yeah.
That's 100% correct.
So it says negate the effect, and if you do, so yeah,
Yes.
since it doesn't.
Oh no! Yeah, that's big Goofy Goobert.
Yeah, that's just a Starlight Road going to graveyard.
So ironically, we're in a world where both things are true.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. Well, that just goes to show that modern players such as myself only read so far, right?
Although technically, because this was activated now, I wonder. I don't think you can chain Book of Moon.
Why not?
Because if you chain Book of Moon, then the destruction wouldn't be negated, which would mean Starlight Road. Oh wait.
Yeah, exactly. If Richard does use Book of Moon here in response, Black Rose would then get flip face down. It would get negated by Starlight Road, then destroyed. Then Stardust would get summoned. So Richard, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So he actually just has to let it go, which is still technically valuable to use the road there. Then.
But maybe Brahim has a Book of Moon himself.
Oh, he's trying to backpedal. He's like, oh, no, I don't want to use it now.
Nah, buddy, you definitely can use it. There is a card or effect that would destroy 2 or more cards.
Yeah, it's just not the outcome you wanted. But like I said, I think technically this is smart to use, even if it gets negated. Like, even if it just goes to grave because of the Book of Moon play. Like,
well, hold on, let's roll back a little bit. Because hold on, we know activation requirement is a card being activated. It does say negate that effect. We can't negate that effect. And normally in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's if you can't do A, you can't do B, correct? So like, we can't negate the effect of an already negated effect. It would be almost like, I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything right now that would be there.
Yeah, I think that applies only for the activation, that applies for the resolution, but not for the activation requirement, because the activation requirement would be responding to the attempt to destroy, because he still activates the effect.
Okay, for sure.
I think. I mean, I don't know.
Bro, like, see, this is why I'm only so far as a judge. I'm good enough to play Yu-Gi-Oh, not great enough to understand these complex rulings extremely far.
Yeah. Shout outs to Doba again, being the hero we need in this server.
I really want to hear Doba's response because he literally read the whole card. He's not a Yu-Gi-Oh player. He's inhuman.
Okay, yeah, he's checking to see if it can be activated to begin with.
Bro is from the Matrix. Reading? What?
Yeah, they've already taken it a step further than me. They read the cards, so. But this is very interesting.
This ruling is very interesting. Yeah, it is. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I want to know, what does the chat think? What do you guys think about this particular ruling, right? Jirac says modern cards are like reading a novel. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
Callie, in this sense, the skill drain could leave mid-chain. So yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking too. But oh man, it's just such a tough one. Like,
yeah. I'm not jealous of Doba's position to make a call on this,
Yeah. Like I think I gave solid reasoning initially until I, read the rest of the card. Now everything is just flip-flop at this point in time.
That's so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So while we wait, I want to know, I think you may have told me, what's your favorite GOAT deck? Or why I keep saying GOAT. What's your favorite Tengu Plant deck?
My favorite deck is either Psychics. I mean, I have like three that I really like. It's like Psychics, X Sabers, and Karkuri. Those are like my top three. I like all those decks equally.
I never would have guessed you as a psychic dude. I love psychics.
Yeah, Psychics. I think Psychics are really, really good and crazy underrated. No one even played them in this tournament. It made me
Oh
upset.
man, it's like what were the cards? The level 4 1900 attack psychic, is that legal?
Yeah, the one that banishes from grave, and then there's Serene Psychic Witch, which like banishes
Oh,
something
those
when
are
it.
legal.
Yeah, all those and Esper Girl. So like that's the
Yeah.
engine.
Is Grand Soil legal?
Grand Soil is not legal, so you don't have.
Oh,
So like that's like the biggest difference between its 2012 to its 2011 version is Grand Soil, but it's still like really good. I supplement it with TGs. I use TGs so the whole deck just floats, and it's really
okay.
fun.
That sounds really, really, really fun. And your other two again? I actually love psychics, so I kind of got sidetracked as soon as you said that.
So it's Psychics, and then we have I like X Sabers a lot and Karkuri.
Okay. Those are all respectable. Those
Yeah.
you like Earth decks. That's fine.
I do
That's
like
fair.
them Earth decks for some reason. I mean, they're all Earth decks, but I just think they're the most fun to play, and I think they're good
Mhm.
because I love me a Nat Beast. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so Richard said it was an illegal activation.
Okay, so yeah, he can't use it.
Oh man.
I want to add Chain Link
He's
too.
like, want to add J-Link too? No. Like, now that I know you have a Starlight Road, no, I don't want to book a move my own Black Rose. We know that's not going to happen.
All right, but there is a world where this other back row, if there's a world this isn't Gemini Spark because we saw him pitch it after searching off Duality.
Yes, there is.
So this could be an actual successful attack here. Ah! Never mind.
Oh, I like how you brought the hype up for these players. Like you brought the hype up. Like, oh no, could it? Be? Oh no! Oh
That's
no!
just
Yeah, that's
game.
game too.
Damn, the good old fashioned hero special of just ripping the miracle off the top in like a very impressive game state. Yep, that looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yo, we're down to our last cards. Miracle Fusion. What? Come on, dog.
All right, so now Richard got a side in the triple MST, the triple Trap Eater, the triple Decree. You know.
Oh God. Oh man. Is that in his deck list for real?
No. I don't think all that is this.
Hey, man's a savage. He's really out here.
In fact, Richard told me on stream that he was just like, if I run into things like Gravekeepers or Heroes, I'm just gonna hope for the best. So I don't know how prepared he is at these side decks.
Oh no.
But he's out there trying, you know.
Fortunately enough, our ruling situation does not mean the end of the world. Brahim still takes that in a fairly decisive, extremely fun manner. Richard is looking to go into this game. There are 6 cards in Tengu Plant format that you get to start off with. So obviously, I'm pretty confident he's going to be going first. Don't want to deal with skill drain and trap cards. I really want to see how this Nordic deck works because I didn't get to see it in full action. I got to see skill drain kind of dominate the game. I really want to see the full-fledged power because I'm really interested in building myself.
Oh yeah. Well, I can say the best card in the deck as far as like synchro goes is Ancient Sacred Wyvern. There's so many scenarios where they just attack into your monster, you drop the goat, you make Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and you just push for game on the next turn. So it can actually OTK really easily. But, you know, as people, like a lot of people here, especially at the top 4, they very well understand how to play against it, which is, you know, you don't attack unless you absolutely have to or have a way to kill the goat afterwards. So you have to get kind of creative as the Nordic player on how to resolve your goat, because sometimes they'll just straight set it face down as like a bluff card. So like they'll set it and then like protect it with a trap and then flip summon it so you can get it. There's all kinds of ways. It gets really tricky. There's a lot of mind games to playing with Nordics and against Nordics. It's really cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was really, we thought it was going to be a mistake for Brahim to go ahead and attack into the Tengu, knowing that the goat was in hand. It wound up going in his favor. I wonder if he's going to take the same aggressive approach going this time around.
Hey, if he opens skill drain again, why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you open the Never Punish, you're right about that. All right, so Richard's going to start his turn. I love that 6 card. Oh my God, it feels so good.
Yeah, true. Anytime I try playing modern, I just feel so sad drawing 5 cards. I'm just like, oh, man, it
You got to
kills
get
me.
used to it. Oh man, this could be a quick game. Richard would a 1 card face down, and that's it.
Interesting.
Mm. Here comes the duality. Okay, Raheem's trying to get into his engine potentially, or maybe even just some power cards like Heavy Storm.
Heavy Storm's pretty good. I mean, this could even be a duality. Like, there's a like Heavy Storm might not be that valuable because the Searcher Trap exists. Like, you might
Yeah,
not
heavy
want a
storming
heavy.
into that could be. But hypothetically, if you heavy storm into the searcher trap, there's no monster that can summon itself. Correct?
Yes, but so like one of the Nordic tricks, one of the many Nordic tricks is you set the Searcher Trap, and then on attack declaration of a direct attack, you flip it so you can drop Gores. It's really cool as well.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting how powerful Gores is.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, imagine him having Gores 2 games in a row. That'd be pretty disgusting. Duality's added off duality, and Alias will potentially punch for 1900. That's good. Okay.
So no Searcher Trap into Gores. Interesting.
All right. And now Brahim's pretty much going first. I mean, 1 card face down, no activation, nothing really from Richard's side. It feels like Richard's going third at this point in time. There's a card face down from Brahim. We know what it is. They always have.
Well, I mean, Richard technically has the smart approach. Like, if you're playing against heroes, you actually want to keep kind of almost like I want to call it like low to the ground, where you do not put a lot of cards on the field, so they don't have like things for Gemini Spark, right? Like,
You're correct. Yeah.
so with one back row, like if that's the Searcher Trap and he can chain it to Gemini Spark, that's pretty good. But either way, this is like an okay position.
I think this is a great position. This Cyber Dragon is going to threaten the Gemini Spark if it is there. And Richard has not used his normal summon, so he can still follow up plays. And if the Cyber Dragon gets destroyed, unfortunate, there would have been Nordic plays if I'm correct.
No, if it gets destroyed, you don't want to summon it on your opponent's turn because you have to change its battle position.
Oh,
or on
okay,
your turn.
right.
So it has to be on your opponent's turn. It's like a little niche thing it does.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
So the deep person is actually ultra valuable getting light monsters. We did see Blackluster Soldier on Richard's side earlier last game, so this is really good.
And if Richard only had the polymerization, he could have summoned Cyber Twin Dragon.
Well, here comes another Cyber Dragon. That's crazy. So we're playing Cyber Dragon control here. It's stronger than Alias.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely the correct side, and you definitely want a free monster that can just beat over the Alias.
Yeah. I think we can almost confirm that Richard doesn't have Gores with another card face down and another Cyber Dragon summon.
Yeah. Well, if there was Gores, it would have been like that back row would have been flipped, and he would have dropped it on that first turn.
I agree.
So yeah, Gores is off the table right now. We got
I
Duality.
wholeheartedly.
Now he's regretting not taking the Heavy Storm.
Yeah. I'm pretty aggressive sometimes. So if I see somebody like if they want to go third, then which basically means doesn't have a really good hand, I'm gonna get ultra aggressive and try to apply pressure. But sometimes this approach can work well too. Just playing it slow, seeing what your opponent has. Maybe they do have a lot of interruptions to be able to stop you. Maybe they have they've drawn some of their sideboard cards to disrupt you. So I'm really not gonna say that it's a bad idea for Brahim to take this slow approach. But as you can see, Cyber Dragon is pretty much doing his thing.
Did we just duality for duality twice?
Bro, hey, sometimes that's the wave.
And Red Eye Solar, yes, Sidra is at 3 in Tengu Plant format, correct.
So you're telling me you never duality for duality twice? Like, come on, it's exit.
I personally don't, but like I don't like turning off special summons to just see another one. But in this scenario, it's probably fine. Like he's probably just searching for Gemini Spark, is my guess. So it's like. Because I don't think he has it if he'd set that deep prison. So, like, Gemini Spark isn't there. He clearly... I mean, he drew it, unless he drew it, but...
Yeah. I mean, maybe I think he's duality back for that Heavy Storm, though. I think, like what you said, he really wanted that Heavy Storm there.
Yeah, Heavy would be good. But, I mean, my guess is there's just another deep prison set, because I don't think it's Gemini Spark.
Yeah, I would go, maybe he hard bricked the Starlight Road again, and his other potential card is something like Deep Prison. I would go that too. That would be my assumption as well.
Big thonks here before we pass.
He's thinking hard. Set two, bro. This is hero players at their
Oh,
elite.
nah, we're not thinking. Our internet is just dying, you know. It was bold of me to assume that we were thinking, you know. We're all Yu-Gi-Oh players here. Yeah, come on.
What's thinking? What phenomenon was that? What Yu-Gi-Oh card is that? All right,
doesn't even have to think. He goes in, boom, start attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes
Oh,
through too.
yeah, I figured. Richard simplifying the game state by attacking over the alias. We were hoping that maybe one of the cards was the Dimensional Prison. I am like 100% sure one of those cards is just like completely like a card you don't want to see.
How is Nordics playing more back row than Heroes right now? We got the whole thing.
What do you think the odds are like skill drain Starlight Road?
That's possible. And if that's your back row, that feels horrible right now. Because like,
Yeah,
but like it wasn't D-Prison. It could be Torrential. Maybe a bottomless, but I feel like I don't know. The back row, I guess if he had Super Poly, he probably Super Poly's the Cyber.
Oh yeah, you have to Super Poly because I mean, you know, Hero is a deck that doesn't have a ton of monsters, especially ones that can beat 2100. So like that's easy Super Poly.
You know, you got me believing in the skill drain Starlight Road back row. I think that actually could be very true.
Yeah, and just hoping that they were a bluff. Pot of Duality is going to try to find something here.
And there's no more dualities to take, so
that Gemini Spark just one turn late.
I mean, maybe he could have other heroes in his hand. He could have another.
You know, you're right. Yeah, there's also Emergency Call and Stratos on future Elias. So you're right.
Yeah, so we're taking Spark, which makes me assume there's either an E-Call, a Stratos, or something in hand, or another alias.
I promise you, if his face down card is an E-Call, he's a legend. All right, so probably not.
Oh wow. Okay, so we're just waiting on a monster then. This is like a good. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, we're gonna find out what one of those cards were. It's a Hero Blast.
So he does take a minus here, but also why didn't he hit the? He didn't hit the one that was just set. It's kind of interesting.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, why are we not? But I mean, we already don't see those cards as a threat. But I mean, fortunately for Richard, that could have been a threat to one of our monsters. So
yeah, I'm just hoping a flip summon of a Grey Goat here. Like if he set the Grey Goat as a big brain play, just flip it. Maybe go for a Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Sidra attack in, then Ancient Sacred Wyvern. You're gonna do a ton of damage.
Yeah, that could definitely put Brahim in the danger zone right here. So it's either he has a response to it, or that's maybe not a great goat. Oh. It's a Goldfax. Okay.
We got the horse.
Yeah.
And bottomless.
Okay, so you were right about the bottomless. All right, I see you.
I love playing predictions, you know. And then the other horse coming down.
This man likes horses.
I think something's wrong with him, Book. He's feeling a little hoarse. So
that I say.
Oh no! The puns keep coming.
Oh, that's powerful. Does Richard have a Starlight Road or something else to respond with?
That would be really good right now. I mean, Starlight Road actually would pop off because
I think it would seal the game.
Oh, he might have Judgment, and that might be what he's thinking about.
Do we Judgment this? Well, Cyber Dragon has been applying so much pressure. We know that he has an Elemental Hero. If we Judgment this, he goes. Oh yeah, so you're correct.
My thought is if he's thinking he's worried about going too low on life points because I'm guessing there's also a warning set. I think he has the Solemn package.
Well, we 100% summon Alias, attack over Goldfax, and then we have the Gemini Spark for the Cyber Dragon, right? Like that's like your monsters were almost meaningless, but I understand you have to protect them. Oh,
that's big.
So he had the Gleipnir, whatever the card is, the whole time.
Fetters of Fenrir. This card also comes ulti, by the way. So you know,
I actually have quite a few copies of them.
Oh, really? Nice. Nordic Lights is another beautiful ulti, but it's terrible in the deck.
Okay, so the Tanning Noster comes to the side of the field.
Yeah, so skill drain isn't like, I mean, this basically means that if you're Brain Poke, you have to Gemini Spark that if you don't have another answer, because it's just going to summon a tuner up from the deck.
And that's the problems.
Yeah, but you, in theory, could wait for him to attempt the synchro. It's just a bit more risky, but yeah, no, okay, here it goes. Oh!
Okay, so it looks like Brahim might have something else up his sleeve.
I think there might be another skill drain.
Oh! Okay, Monster Reborn for what, though? I'm very curious.
His alias, yeah. Maybe he drew into another spark. I think that's what happened.
He is not him. He's not him. He can't do that. No. Okay, so it's Richard's turn.
He can attempt the synchro summon. It feels like what you have to do, but I'm just so scared about skill drain for him right now.
Yeah, if it's skill drain, I mean, I don't want to say pack it up, but it definitely becomes a lot harder to play.
Does he have an MST? This is why I do not believe in Randy spacing in this matchup, because of how critical skill drain is. I feel like you just hold. A lot of the cards hero set are chainable anyway. The only way you do it is if you're pushing for game. Oh, cool. Okay, so we get to reset it. So he does get to summon from deck. He might have a Tengu in hand to like summon and make a level 8, which would be really big.
But even so, like, wasn't that the new card that Richard decided not to Mystical Space Typhoon?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think that was a pivotal play. Like, if you're going to blind Mystical Space Typhoon, hitting the new card in this particular situation would have been amazing. Like, you would have got rid of the skill drain. Like, granted, your opponent would have kept the Hero Blast, but Hero Blast was almost a -1.
He does have... Okay, so yeah, he did draw the other spark. Okay, but this isn't even a bad board state for Richard. Yeah. Although Miracle Fusion... Oh, wait, no, Miracle Fusion doesn't do anything. We don't have enough heroes.
Yeah.
This is a big enough swing. Oh.
So Brahim has to get into a monster here.
Yeah, because even D Prison doesn't save him because of Tengu. Like, Tengu can just repeat, so... This could be game. He would need exactly, like, E-Call plus Miracle, and it's also very probable there's a Miracle in his hand already, because, like, we haven't seen anything else. He's been holding a card in his hand for a while.
Did I see him checking? Oh, he's checking the opponent's banish. I thought he was checking his graveyard multiple times.
He already used Monster Reborn.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what... And he... Luckily, the Grey Goat is in...
Oh, there's the Stratos. Stratos is bigger than Tengu. Just big enough.
He probably has to... Does he hit the Goat? I don't even know if you hit the Goat. Okay, hit the Goat, I guess.
And then a card face down. This deck plays so many cards face down, man.
Yeah.
It's the Yugi motto of I said one card face down.
Although like, Heavy Storm Tour Guide just wins the game here. For sure. 100%. You can Tour Guide back the gold facts. Oh, that's strong. Oh, we have the Judgment.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a perfect time draw. Oh, that's really good.
That could put us in the game.
We are one MST away from playing the game again.
Well, nice. Even with MST, I think we need MST plus an additional card, correct?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, we still have that Stratos, and he's like a little bit bigger than us.
Or BLS actually wins the game here. Oh no, yeah, because there's no grave. There's no grave. I'm trolling.
Oh yeah.
All right, 2 back row. That's not terrible.
Brahim has to think if he attacks with this hero and it's a D prison and he has no follow-up, this could be game. So really, really important decision for him to make if he's going to continue to apply pressure or if he's going to play this defensively.
Yeah, and I mean, he does, yeah, because D prison actually just ruins the day here.
Yeah, it's really, really problematic right here. So unless he has like a monster follow-up or something after the D prison, applying pressure may not be the best thing because it's only 100 damage. But granted, you are getting Reborn Tengus off the deck, out of the field, and you're going to have to deal with them some way or another.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a world where one of these set cards is just another Glefnir, which means we could search the gold facts and just have a level 8 next turn too. So like...
Oh yeah, that actually sounds bad too. So, well, if one of them is the Glefner, you lose anyway, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Alias gets the filt. So I think Mirror Force for Richard wins the game potentially. We're attacking into the Tengu. All right, we got to build that anticipation, guys.
Yeah, I'm really wondering what's. I mean, you can afford to lose both Tengus. The only. Yeah, there's really not a lot of risk to losing both Tengus here.
I mean, yeah, if you have Glyphner and he has no responses, you win because you just go Tengu, then you go Glyphner to get your gold facts, like you said, go into Stardust and over to Stratos' exact game.
Yeah, but Brain Poke will likely exceed, so he'll make Utopia.
You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So, like, there's going to be a Utopia end board, presumably.
Well, ironically, no, Colossal Fighter would not be exact game. It'd be 3,000, not 32. That'd be crazy. That would have been wild. Oh!
Okay.
So it was deep prison.
Nice. Okay.
That's huge.
That is huge. Because now you have to make a choice, and that choice is probably Miracle Fusion here.
Yeah.
For 2,600, but that doesn't do enough, because if this last card is Glefnir, and you just make Colossal Fighter, you can attack over the Shining, and then you can attack directly with Tengu for game.
Well, how did you make the Colossal Fighter and keep the Tengu? Isn't all three Tengus gone?
No, because he deprisoned to protect one, so now he has that security of game, right? Like,
well, regardless what you make at this point in time, you're losing if that's what Richard's follow up is, right?
Okay, I was right about the miracle. Damn.
There you go. Oh wait, no, you got to remember, doesn't Shining gain attack for every banished? Oh, skill drain.
Not with skill drain, yeah.
Or the first time I think a hero player is filling the skill drain. So here comes Shining, really, really powerful, right? Like if Richard gets over the Shining and has no follow up, Shining can add 2 more hero monsters that are banished back into the hand. That can be huge.
Oh, we're just setting and passing.
I think Richard's hoping for another dimensional prison here. Like that's the biggest bet. But Battle Phase Shining, it's gonna try to do some damage here.
Is it double D prison? No, he just.
Oh, it doesn't seem to be.
Interesting.
So Tengu's gonna summon another Tengu. And we should probably understand how this hero deck works, right? He's gonna set a card face down. Who would have guessed, right?
But that sucks because you really don't want to give him that extra turn.
Yeah.
We need that gold facts, and we need it now.
Yeah. What are the odds of Richard just only playing 2 gold facts? I'm curious.
I feel like they're pretty low. Like, this is like one of the best cards in your deck. Oh.
Ooh, okay. Raiko would make Shining miss timing too, if I remember correctly. Back in
it
this
does,
format.
yeah.
Oh no! If he has, holy yo, Raheem, do you have something to stop this?
He can't have Judgment. I don't think there's anything that does stop this.
Still on summon Torrential.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good card.
Yeah, so Shining will still get its its pieces back because.
Well, the last thing that happened.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the last thing that happened was the destruction of Mystical Space Typhoon. So Shining would not get its cards.
Oh
back.
Yeah, it would still miss timing. But he still had the goat to end the game.
Yeah. Wow,
My
bro.
God.
I did not see game from the goat that way. I did not at all.
Yeah, we're yet to see that effect like Resolve. Oh wait, no, we saw it once. We saw it once, but he got Gemini Spark or whatever.
Yeah, we saw him summon a monster off of it, but like we never get to see the combo, which is I mean, it's a little disheartening, but both of these players are playing at such a high level. You wouldn't expect your combo to just pop off in Tengu Plant format every single time, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and especially against a control deck like Heroes, it's so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times where you could just like pop off your combo, if you can get off your entire combo in this particular format, you're in a really good spot to win. Like normally you could get the game.
Oh man, but this is intense. I didn't expect a game 3.
Oh man, yeah, I expected Heroes to take this, but like you did say that this is Nordic's worst matchup, but this is one of the better players in the community, top 4 at one of the bigger events. So I mean, you got to give it to him. He's definitely playing. Richard's playing.
Yeah, Richard has come to play. I mean, Richard is the creator of the Archfiend deck. He beat me into the finals of a tournament with Archfiend. So
Archie? Oh,
yeah,
I'm now a Richard fan. I am now officially a Richard fan. I love Archfiends. I got to see this build.
yeah. I'll link it to you. Let me find it.
Okay.
You can take a look.
So hero starting off with hero things. Alias plus 2 back row. Trap does shoot.
Oh, you hate to see that in game in
That
game
card
3. That card is really broken. I agree.
That card needs to be banned. That card needs to be banned.
It's
It's actually my wife's favorite card, but it needs to be banned.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, we don't get to see the cards in hand. That's unfortunate. I would have loved to see them.
Here, I'll link you the deck list in Discord so you can take a look at Archfiends. But this deck won a tournament against me in the finals. It was sad.
Oh yeah, I'm building this. Why the Desrook? Is it because it's light? Oh, it's a light tour guide target. Okay,
yeah, it's a light tour guide, so you can have Chaos live after
Okay.
and it even makes the falling down live. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm building this deck. I'm building this deck. Archfiends are one of my favorite archetypes. Like
Really?
from this era. Yes, I love them. I made the pawn, the chess Archfiends deck when they first came out. I didn't win a single game against anybody with them, but I love them.
Yeah, they're definitely cool looking cards.
Yeah. I would play the I can't remember its name right now. The normal Archfiend. I would play him instead of Luster Dragon in my deck, even though Luster Dragon had bigger defense, but
Oh, we're hitting the Cyber Dragon. I was hoping he would type out the rest of the hand. Maybe he's doing that now. Looks like that's what he's doing. Okay, so we're going to know what Richard's hand is.
Is that like, because obviously note taking in TCG is illegal, but which I find that's really cool, that interesting that you can take notes in Dueling Book, because this is pretty much note taking.
Yeah, so I think I don't remember if it was legal or illegal in Tengu Plant format, but I think the general consensus is there's no way to enforce it on Dueling Book, so we just allow it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because like you could easily just snap a quick screenshot of the hand and then you have that information forever. So like it's better to just put it out there, I guess. But I don't remember if it, because like there was a point where it was legal in the TCG. I just don't remember if it was during this time. Oh, okay. So we have warning for the
warning. That's huge. That's huge. And since its summon was negated, it won't be able to summon another copy. That's really, really big.
So he has Thunder King, Reborn Tengu, Heavy Storm, and Warning.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, now that Brahim knows, Richard's, I was going to call him Chris, I don't know why, Richard's entire hand, it becomes a little bit easier to navigate. He knows that face down card is a warning. So it's and that's why I hate Trap Does Shoot, because it takes a lot of the skillful play out of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to play it. Don't get me wrong. If it's legal, I'm playing it, but it takes a lot of play.
Yeah. The only thing that, like, my only case for Trap Dust Shoot not being as terrible in this format as it is in others is because there's so many floaters, you can kind of prolong the game to where you can, I guess, get more draws and slowly play around, like, slowly, like, remove the information, but it is still a challenge, absolutely. I mean, this card, I definitely do think it's, like, probably one of the best cards. I think the best card in Tengu Plant format, I'll let you take a guess. I don't know if I've told you this before. Do you know what I think the best card in Tengu Plant format is?
Tengu Plant format?
Yeah.
I don't know what you would say. If I were to guess, I would think it would be Pot of Avarice or Reborn Tengu.
No, so my bet, I think the best card in this format is Mind Control. It is just the most oppressive card to get hit with in every stage of the game. I think it's so powerful. But I think Trap Dust Shoot would probably be a close second. Like, it's a very powerful card.
The only fortunate thing is that Trap Dust Shoot is pretty useless if in the later stages of the game where you don't have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Like the only reprieve is that Trap Dust Shoot is like phenomenal when you're going first.
Yeah.
And the first turn of the game, obviously. And as the game goes on, the potential for it to get worse gets higher and higher and higher.
Correct. Yeah, and that's kind of how I see it. It's like It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if you remember that rank up magic card people used to run, where you could draw if you top deck
Oh
it,
yeah, yeah.
it
Rank
would
of
make
Magic
the
7
honor
board.
arc. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
So
So
that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's like the card when you see it, it's like the most powerful card in the game. If you don't, then or if you open it, then it's like terrible. And it's like the inverse of Trap Dust Shoot, but
yeah,
because like Trap Dust Shoot can win you a game, but it also can just lose you a game by just being drawn at a terrible time. But
yeah,
it's still a very good card. Like,
yeah. Agree, agree.
okay, we got a Thunder King.
Yeah, Brahim's gonna go ahead and go
Slam.
for his turn. He lost his monster to a Thunder King Reborn combo, but we seen that coming. So Brahim's gonna go ahead and reborn himself. All right.
Yeah, we're just removing Thunder King out the equation. Oh no!
Oh, yo,
Okay.
yo.
Now this doesn't feel particularly good, but at the same time, it does give Richard some information that Brahim has a very heavy monster hand, right? Because we're not setting as much anymore, which is like that's like the bricky situation for heroes. So like if he can get some form of established board control,
Yeah,
he's
agreed.
actually okay. Assuming
Yeah,
these are monsters, not backer. Like he didn't set anything, so like I'm just scared of honest at this point.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I have a feeling that Brahim's holding honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
we're just gonna play around honest in general. All right, the dark hole hits the field, destroying the Neos alias.
Now, what is the next monster? Do we? So I think there's a Grey Go. Oh wait. Okay, so it's Grey Go set probably because he said Nordic Beast and Heavy Storm. I don't think Heavy Storm's been played.
I'm going for Raikou here.
Oh,
we're gonna go
that
ahead and
sucks.
summon the Thunder King Ryo. It is the Nordic Beast. Oh wait, no, duh. We seen the thing again.
Yeah.
No guesswork.
Yeah, this is not looking great. Okay, we got another set card.
Okay, I'm going for Raikou for this one since we now don't know his hand.
It also could be
Oh,
Mega
no.
Hamster, which would be really good.
That would be powerful.
Oh, it
It's
was just
another
another
Grey
go.
Oh,
And Dark Hole's been used. You're facing down 2 Thunder King. This is looking like a GG in game 3.
This is really, really rough right here. I'm not sure if there's what can save him.
I'm trying to think of that too. I guess. Oh.
Oh no,
Yeah, it's just GG. Damn. That was a tough one. That was a close match. So now, now we're gonna have Bray and Poke versus. We're gonna have Heroes versus GK to advance on to try to play against TG in finals.
Okay.
So I mean, either way, congrats to Richard for getting placing top 4 with Nordics. You know that, like I said, it's an underrepresented deck, so this has been a really good run for him. Especially in like this is I think our largest Tengu Plant tournament we've ever had because we have like 50 some people participating.
Yeah.
But yeah, F's in the chat for Nordics.
this was a really, really fun match. I actually learned a lot about Nordic. I didn't get to see a lot of the really big combos, but I am interested in making the deck.
Yeah.
So I think that it's really, really cool to see Nordics get into the top 4. Can't wait to see more players on this deck and would hopefully like to see more players on this deck. It's really, really fun looking.
Oh yeah, it's a great time. It's just I think it's a very tricky. Like there's a lot of skill that goes into playing Nordics, in my opinion. I think it's hard to execute, but if you know the lines really well, you can do some pretty incredible things with the deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the whole Tengu Plant format. I mean, aside of normal summon gadget, the deck most of the decks are pretty. They're not linear. They require some decision making. Even though I do make fun of gadget players, they still do require a good deal of understanding on when to play and how to play the particular deck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, Hymne, it's Hymne. He's hosting right now. Okay, they just got in game. That's the next match. Brahim Poke versus Hymne.
Hymme.
MNE. But you could just probably type HY. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so Brahim is going right back in with Hymne.
Hey, I mean, if Brahim wins out, this is like an exhausting day, because if the winner of this has to play against TG in the finals, but since we're doing like double elimination, they have to win twice to win the whole tournament.
Oh man,
yeah.
So are we in the losers bracket right now? Or
Yeah, this is basically losers bracket. All these guys have lost a single match, and they're
okay,
because winners finals already played out. So the TG deck is in winner, is the
solidified winners final.
yeah,
Okay.
winners final. Yeah, so
Oh man. So I mean, look, I'm not. I'm rooting for Himne now, strictly because Brahim prevented me from watching all of
the Nordic play.
Nordic Madness. I just wanted to see it. I don't know if I love it yet, but I like it. So I'm definitely going for the. I don't even know which one's more toxic or less toxic. I'm going for Gravekeepers, I guess. Still,
I'm going for the spicy. We bricked on heroes and get royal tributed for 4.
no.
I actually saw Himne royal tribute for 4 in this tournament yesterday.
Oh, that's nasty. That's an auto win. See, that's a trap dutchie plus.
Oh yeah, that's better than trap dutchie. Okay, so starting out, we got the Stratos. That's fine and dandy.
Stratos almost always finds Alias. Is he only on Stratos Alias? He's not on the Spice?
Yeah, that's usually the common thing for heroes in this format. Because you can just make Shining, you don't have to worry about having a bunch of other hero targets. So it's usually that's why heroes are so powerful in the format, because you can just afford to run such a small monster count. You just run Stratos Alias and then maybe Thunder Kings with Honest. And that's usually, and I guess in Brahim Pokes there's Snowman Eater as well.
That's because you guys aren't playing the best card for heroes, guys. I mean, we seen last matchup, heroes struggle with cards like Cyber Dragon and just bigger monsters, right? Back in my day, let me get it boomer on you guys. I ran 1 copy of Captain Gold and 1 copy of Skyscraper. That allowed me, bro. Think about it. It gets a light immediately into the graveyard for Miracle Fusion. True. It allows you to out bigger monsters. Captain Gold and Skill Drain beats Blackluster Soldier. So what are we doing here? Actually, Captain Gold in Skyscraper beats Blackluster Soldier. So
True.
it's food for thought, just from a boomer. You also can outstart us, which is another big problem for this deck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, that's definitely more common in Edison than it is in this format, but there's definitely merit to it. I don't disagree. It's having those Neo's Alias in 19 is already really big this format, but you slam a Skyscraper and I'm shaking,
Yeah. Plus, Stratos does make your Miracle Fusion a little bit lower life. You go Stratos into Captain Gold into Skyscraper, and boom, your Miracle Fusion's life.
FG stands for what? It stands for fair game, I'm pretty sure, or fun game. Yeah, I think fair game, because we have fun next. But see, now you're in this awkward position. Yeah, you just pass. You don't want to swing into the spy.
Yeah.
And if you have warning set, you want them to flip the spy.
How much you want to bet is just a Gravekeeper's Recruiter?
It could be. That's the scary thing about Gravekeepers, is they can really just set any card and they don't have to worry about it. Okay, so spy.
Spy. Okay.
Do we get the warning here?
I am so happy that I held on to my Champion Pack Spies. They're just really, really beautiful.
Yeah, those are expensive now.
Oh yeah, players are really starting to love this format, and they're really starting to pick stuff up like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the spy summons the Gravekeeper's Descendant, which is going to be able to destroy any card on the field. It's really good.
Yeah, we technically have priority if he wants to use it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
No prio. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, if he does follow up with the Recruiter, I think Himne is golden, but no Recruiter just yet. Descendant's gonna go ahead and attempt to destroy the face down. So we're gonna prioritize getting rid of the Super Poly, which is great.
Oh, Super Poly feels terrible in this matchup.
I mean, that you're right, but it's the
Wonder Wand.
Wonder Wand, did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Then the Necro. Oh, so he had all of the pieces. Okay.
Yeah, Wonder Wand goes really, really hard in this matchup, or with this deck. So Himne has been a big, I don't know what the word is, but he's been a big fan of the Wonder Wand GK, because it can just hard get to Royal Tribute as quickly as possible. So it's a really, I definitely really like it too. It feels like you're activating Card of Demise when you Wonder Wand a Recruiter.
I have a question. Does Elemental Hero Esquerdo not exist? The one that takes a dark in a hero?
No, that came out in 2012, so it is not out for
Oh
this format.
no, that was like Super Poly's good, and I was like, oh no, he didn't use it. Then I was like, oh, it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Unlucky.
and since
Unlucky.
we play with the Toronto over Columbus format, so that means we also do not have Elemental Hero Great Tornado either. So there's no wind targets.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound very lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, all you really need is light and water. You hit the Leviathan Dragon. It's why I think maining Super Poly is a bit more sus. But because heroes have been really popular, there's justification to like just have it for the mirror because it's so powerful in the mirror. In fact, I think we posted the metagame breakdown for. Yeah, we had 10 agents, 8 Tengu plants, 6 TG, and 6 heroes in this tournament. And then there's like a lot of like other stuff in there, but yeah, those were most represented for this tournament.
So Super Poly was a good choice to main board.
Yeah, definitely is a good domain. Like it's been a trend. Like we've seen heroes popping up like crazy in our tournaments. So also, Young Ancestor, at any YCS, if you just get enough players, you can form any other bracket of tournament for another format. So, like for example, if I ever go to a YCS, I'm pushing Tengu Plant tournaments as much as I can. I'll find people to play. But they'll technically host side events for any format if you get the players to go. You just need 8 people to run a tournament. So, you can play it Tengu Plant at a YCS. Oh. So we have Honest into Gemini Spark. So we're just maximizing as much value as possible. This probably means there's a Miracle. You definitely want to slam Miracle here for sure. Yeah.
Sorry about that. There's the Miracle Fusion.
All gravy. Does he have the warning? We're thinking. They don't do that in Europe, but I feel like Europe actually has Tengu Plant side events. Like YCS Dortmund did it because Edison didn't exist in Europe. It only existed in NA. So I feel like Tengu's like more popular in Europe than Edison, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
What do you mean Edison didn't exist in
So like there was whenever you play a retro format, you play it off of a specific event, right? But there was no European event for Edison format compared to there were European events for Tengu Plant format, if that makes sense.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
So in fact, most of the players we have right now are European players. Like a lot of our players in our Discord are European as well, or German. All right, so we killed the Ritus Spirit. I mean, Himne is actually sitting very pretty. He's got hella card advantage. Like, he can afford to just give him back the hero from the Miracle Fusion. He just does not care.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he can control the game with the rest of his monsters and the cards in his hand, he'll be perfectly fine.
YCS London had 50 Edison. Oh, well. I don't know. I know Dortmund was running Tengu Plant, and Dortmund had like 80 people playing in like the single Tengu side event they did. So, I mean, it's definitely popular over there. But don't worry, we're doing God's work over here. We're showing the light to all the players out there that Tengu Plant format is just simply better. Oh, true. Gold would be a good out to Necro Valley.
Wait, did somebody say gold?
Yeah, Red Eye Solars in the chat said that that gold would go hard here because he can out Necro Valley with it. Like he can hit the skyscraper.
Is this a one field spell?
Yep, one field spell. So
bro. All hero decks need to play gold. It's mandatory. It's a W.
True. It actually would be a really good side card for this matchup because I think this matchup is actually hard for heroes because of Necro Valley turning off Miracle and even turning off Hero Blast. Oh wow. The duality didn't look good, so we just scoop to Himne for game 1.
And most of the Gravekeepers being naturally stronger than Alias is a big problem. Well, not naturally, but necrovallally. Necrovallally.
I need to get more players for IRL tourneys. Bro, I would love to have IRL tourneys. There's a card shop that opened down the street from my house, and I'm going to start pushing Tengu like a religion on people, you know? I'll like be standing outside. I'm like, hey, can I tell you the good news about Tengu Plant format? That way I can play IRL.
Me and my boys like to get together, and since I have so many cards, like I have all the Tengu Plant decks except for Nordics, but that'll soon change. We get together and I'm like, yo, we're playing Tengu Plant today.
Bro, you're in Vegas. I will drive down. I'm only 6 hours away. I'll come play Tengu with you and the boys.
He said, I'm only 6. Where are you at?
I'm in Utah, so I'm like just
north
of Salt Lake. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, I'll come down and play Tengu, bro. There's no one in Utah that plays Tengu. It's depressing.
How's the scene for Yu-Gi-Oh in Utah?
I think there's like a lot of different stores, but I don't like a lot of it is in Salt Lake, and I'm like an hour north of Salt Lake or like 40 minutes north of Salt Lake, so I don't really drive down for them because I don't play Modern. So there's Modern and there's some Edison that goes on in Salt Lake, but for the most part around me, it's like mostly just Modern play at like some smaller card shops. But that's why I'm trying to change it, get some Tengu going here eventually.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I do think most of the like competitive players and stuff like that for Yu-Gi-Oh! Here are all in Salt Lake.
All right, so Brahim's going to start off with a pot of duality here. We're going to see an Honest to Gemini Spark and a Miracle Fusion off the top.
Oh my god, that's like the best like duality you could ask for.
What do you take here? I'm thinking maybe Honest or Gemini. I definitely don't take the Miracle Fusion. I'm thinking maybe Honest or Gemini. What are you thinking?
So Gemini, if you have Alias and don't already have Gemini, it's good. Miracle is like iffy because you want to fire that off later when you already out a Necro Valley. So Gemini might be most valuable, but then
what?
There's a world with Honest because like you don't take Honest strictly because of the fact that you don't want your opponent to know you have it. So it's better to draw it later and catch them off guard with it because basically once you know you have Honest, you start hard playing around it. Oh, the Future Fusion too. This is a crazy start.
Well, I will tell you, I did not see that coming. Future Fusion, I did not see Future Fusion at all. Like, it just didn't exist to me.
Oh my god, let's just go to game 3 already.
What is he on?
Oh, and he hits Malefic Stardust. That feels bad because that would have been a perfect out to the Thunder King.
Oh my god, what is he on? Brahim opening the Trap Dust Shoot has the Thunder King to prevent Himne needs to hard draw Necro Valley. That's not always possible, right? Hard draw Necro Valley. We see the hard draw Necro Valley, but we don't see a monster.
Oh, but we have Upstart, so there's a world.
Okay.
Any monster, just any big boy.
Because we already have the Dark Hole, so we're good.
Oh, we're checking on the shuffle. Smart. Gotta check the shuffle. People always forget the shuffle. Okay. Yes, he shuffled. And then he drops Malefic Stardust. Boom. Also, Young Ancestor, I did actually consider, I'm not even joking, this is how badly I would want to play IRL Tengu here. I've literally considered just dropping like $80 on the most common like Tengu Plant decks, like get like agents, like TG, find like cheap builds for different decks, buy multiple, and then just give them away to people here that will play Tengu. I've literally actually considered it. I've done the math to see how much it would cost to do it. That's how badly I want to play IRL Tengu.
Man's just dedicated.
True. Bro, when you own the entire library, you want to use your cards, like most of it's like max to high rarity, you want to play those cards.
That's fair.
If I spent like my entire life savings on this collection, I might as well, find someone to play like a game with it. All right, we hit the D prison.
We didn't even care about the Necro Valley, despite us knowing that we have Miracle Fusion in hand.
Yeah.
Intro.
Well, so we cited in the MSTs for the Necro Valley.
Mm-hmm.
But man, now I'm on that Captain Gold train. I actually think it's brilliant because you can search it off eCall and then you can pop the Necro Valley. And all your monsters are just bigger.
It's a god card. It's a god card.
Yeah, you can build a lot of Tengu Plant decks cheap, but there's like 3 issues. There's Maxi, there's Thunder King Ryo, and there's Trap Dust Shoot. Those cards are all stupid expensive for no reason, even in their most common printings.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they're like Maxis are like 20s each. So like if you're trying to give away decks, like I could give away a lot of Tengu Plant decks because everything else is very cheap. It's just those 3 cards are the ones that would like cost the most because Thunder King is so common in every deck, and it's like, it's like almost, I think they're like $10, $10-15 for a common, which is crazy. Yeah. This card needs a reprint.
Maxi for a common is $15. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. But like everything else is super cheap. Like if you wanted to build like Car Curry or you wanted to build like agents or something like that, it's like pennies on the dollar, like nothing. But
we could just start. Sorry, go ahead.
But you just like can't get past those like 3 cards. Those are the 3 cards that make it expensive.
We could just start printing out proxies and let people use proxies. I don't,
Yeah, that is true. I did think about that as well. I mean, but at that point I would just print multiple proxies and be like, hey, you can use proxies until you get the cards. I might like look to do that because like I said, I've been hanging out with this new store owner guy. Ooh, Torrential's huge.
Gemini Spark on the Necro Valley is just as big.
Yeah.
We know that Brahim has the Miracle Fusion, so we're going to continue to apply pressure. We can Miracle Fusion, get our cards live, draw a card, and we know Jaime doesn't have a lot of monster resources, or if any monster resources that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, maybe there's a warning here. Oh, we're just letting it go. Okay, that's scary.
Might be a deep prison face down again then.
Thunder King needs a CR. It already has an ulti, and it's like one of the most beautiful ultis I've ever seen. I love ulti Thunder King. It is
hold on.
nice.
Thunder King does need a collector's rare. That would be dope. I'm not gonna. I wholeheartedly agree, and I love the ulti.
Over ulti? I mean, bro, I would never use it.
I didn't say over. I didn't say over. I did not say over.
That's fair.
every ultimate rare card that comes in collector's rare, I have both of them.
What I want is like, because like what was the set that released like it was like the BLS collector's rare. It was like Toon Chaos. I want them to release a set like that where they reprint like Thunder King as like a rare, and you can just get a ton of them. If they ever did that, I would probably just go buy like 100 of them just to have them.
That's very much a possibility with the way these sets are being made. Like the little side sets like Toon Chaos and stuff. That can be very much a possibility.
That or Ghost from the Past. Please give me Car Curry foil. Please.
That would be nice.
Oh, 5Ds. Yeah, they could do like another Legendary Collection 5Ds. That'd be sick.
That Dark Hole is not going to trade really well because it only gets one. Oh, unfortunately.
Because he banished the Ryo. So he's giving him an alias in exchange for killing the Shining. It's probably worth. But Himne's definitely on the back foot this game. But if that's technically this could be almost any Gravekeeper monster, because almost any Gravekeeper monster set has like 2k defense with Necro Valley. Like they all have like really high defense for no reason. So it could be Recruiter and he still walls off the alias, which is fine.
And if that's a spy, it's even worse.
Yeah, if it's Spy, then Himne's like back in the game relatively.
Okay, so Brahim's turn is right here. He's definitely thinking. 1,300 life points on Himne's side. We're going to summon the alias. All right, so they do have low resources. I don't disagree with this.
How many? We've used one spark. You could make a case if he has spark to just blind spark the set monster. But no, we're just passing. Okay, there's a very strong world where warning is set here.
Yeah.
I think Himne knows that, so he can't chance it. So he's setting just passing as well. Uh-oh.
Okay. So here comes the duality. That could be a killer right here.
Oh, well,
Spark
if warning didn't exist, it does now.
Yeah.
But I think it might be an e-call angle. Or even a... Yeah, okay, it's e-call.
So I'm almost guaranteed. I'm pretty sure he has warning face down. Even like how you said with the honest earlier, sometimes you don't want your opponent to know. Sometimes you don't care. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
sometimes you get the card to secure the game and make sure your opponent can't do anything.
well, you also get to pop back row here because like he can't warning and you like he can't warning, he can't do anything about this.
So Stratos becomes a free destroy 1.
Yeah, it probably pops Necro Valley. And Torrential's already been used, so there's no chance of getting Torrentialed. And Warning is dead because 13. Yeah. I don't know, this game just, I feel like, keeps getting harder for Himne. But hey, he's fighting. He is fighting. Himne is also one of our former, like, Tengumania champions. He won with, like, an original deck called Falcon Punch. I don't know if you've seen that before, but
I've seen this deck list.
I'll show you that one too. That one's really cool. It basically uses Mist Valley Falcon and then like Call the Haunted plus like Limit Reverse to loop Sangans and Card Trooper draws. It does all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a very cool deck.
That's crazy.
Let me find that one.
So the declaration of destroy spells and trap cards is going to be used here. There's only a destroy for 1.
It doesn't target, so he has to chain now if he wants to do it.
Yeah. I think this is one of the very few cards that doesn't target in Reborn Tengu format.
Yeah. So does Smashing Ground doesn't. You already know I'm a big fan of that card.
Oh, okay. I remember this. Something similar was done a little bit later. I remember Miss Valley Falcon. Okay.
Yeah, Dragoonity Dark Spear is what makes it so good because you can bring it back with Limit Reverse or Call and then tribute it to leave the call dead on the field to bring back the Falcon, and then Falcon can bounce the card back.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Okay, so he hit the Solemn Judgment. Oh, it is a spy. But there's probably a warning?
Please, okay,
yeah.
If you did not have warning, that would have been very, very, very unlucky. So Himne is going to go ahead and concede that match for 1-1. Raheem is 1 game away from going into the finals.
True.
Himne is as well.
The awkward thing is, I think both these decks actually have a pretty poor matchup into TG, and they have to win twice.
Yeah, that is kind of big unlucky. Just don't go to the losers bracket. No.
Hey, but I mean, I think we can already see like these players do have the skill to get there. You know what I'm saying? They at the very least can like pull it off, but it is a tough one. Mystic Piper needs a reprint. I agree, but I picked my secrets up a long time ago, so we're chilling on that.
I spent like a day and a half looking for Mystic Pipers. So
Really?
I can make that deck, only to make the deck. Like, I found my Mr. Pipers and everything, because I had them when they first came out. I hate the deck. I absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like weirdly like I haven't actually been that huge of a fan of like Chaos in general, but I also just like abusing decks. But I like the Earth decks because I like abusing decks like winning without BLS basically. It's fun.
Do you like Gigantes? I love Gigantes.
The rock guy?
Oh yeah, the
1900
rock guy, the heavy storm.
Do you play Rock Stun?
Nah, I mean, if you play an Earth deck, sometimes you might have a little temptation to splash him in. He comes up.
True, that is true. Just having the heavy storm isn't bad.
Heavy storm is really good.
Does he just have to banish an Earth? It's just an Earth, right?
Yes, that's it.
Damn, he maybe goes hard in Karakuri. He's an extender that's an inherent summon that also can be a heavy storm.
And he can crash with Alias to destroy all their back row like skill drain.
True, write this down, guys. All right, Himne gets to go first. Maybe I mean I'm guaranteeing you he sided out Royal Tributes for this matchup. There's no way you keep that shit in.
Definitely. I wholeheartedly agree. So we get into the Necro Valley off of the Commandant. You know, this whole time I thought it was called Commandant.
Mm.
I think I'm pretty sure. I don't remember how I changed. I think I saw GX and it was like Commandant. I was like, what?
Yeah, I haven't. I honestly don't even know which one's the correct pronunciation. I've heard both, and I say both. If I'm being honest, like I'll just throw one out. Like it's like whatever pops into my head first is the one I shoot out.
I thought it was Commandant my entire life, and then I heard somebody. I don't know if it was GX or something. It was like Commandant. I was like, what? What do you mean? Like it spelled exactly Commandant. Like, but I've just been calling it Commandant just to be sure.
Yeah, I still need to get ultis of this bad boy and ulti
Oh, you don't have
necro
ulti?
No, I don't. Like Gravekeepers is one of the few decks I don't have like high to max rarity, alongside Lightsworn, but that's like a whole battle in itself, and I don't think it's worth it.
Fair. Well, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I have 6 Commandants and 6 Necro Valleys that I may be interested to trading.
Oh, really? Okay. So we might, maybe when I drive down to Vegas for Tengu Plant format, we'll do some business.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So Jaime is going to set the Gravekeeper's Spy and a Solemn Warning right here. I mean, like that would be my guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like those are just powerful cards that I mean I would be scared of. So I'm definitely doing those.
See, personally, I don't like. I mean, I guess if he has like Recruiter set and he wants to like keep it alive versus Alias, then Necro Valley makes sense. But I don't think you actually want to slam Necro Valley turn 1 in most cases. Because because like think about it, he's not going to Miracle Fusion or Monster Reborn in the first turn, or very likely isn't going to, and then you have you want to use it so you can attack into like an Alias or something with like a 1500. So like you want to guarantee that it resolves without letting it die. But in this scenario, my guess is he has a 1500 defense guy set instead of Spy, which is why he Necro Valleyed.
That makes actually so much sense. But it also projects that it is a recruiter. He could be playing mind games and it still could be a spy. And he activates the Necro Valley and sets the spy.
Yeah, true.
No, but I do like your logic. I like your reasoning behind it. I think it's really, really smart.
Yeah, this is a tough call again. I mean, I think Miracle Fusion's written off, but the Solemn Warning and the Rhoda are both probably very tempting, depending on what his hand looks like.
Well, I mean, the fact that he's debating if I'm Jaime, I'm thinking he has a low monster count here. Because, I mean, in my head, immediately, the Solemn Warning, because what is the first card that you fear against Gravekeepers is Spy, correct?
Yeah.
Solemn Warning answers that. So why are you even debating reinforcement of the army unless you don't have any monsters?
Yeah, that's very true.
Or maybe he's actually thinking about the Miracle Fusion. He's already surprised me before.
Yeah, maybe he just has a full hand of MSTs. Okay, it is the warning. So we'll see if he actually has a monster. Now I'm curious. Because it could just be set back row pass.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't be setting back row first. This is a set pass. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's just set back row pass. So if I'm Jaime, I can go ultra aggressive. It's the spy. Whoa, hold on. He was on it. He knew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a terrible trade to flip it. If you know your opponent doesn't have monsters, yeah, now you just slam Recruiter and start playing aggressive because he can't stop you.
Yeah. I go full on and play aggressive because I know for a fact Raheem does not have any monsters.
Yeah.
Like, I try to get as much damage as I can. If I have a card like Solemn again or something like that, I Solemn his first monster. I am playing ultra aggressive here.
Oh, right. And we're just bringing back we're bringing back the commandant for, he's just putting as much pressure as possible.
Oh, yeah, this is, I would do the exact same thing. I'd be like, yo, I'm going to burn your resources. If you don't draw a monster, you're losing the game just because I have more resource or I have monster.
Yeah, this is where that warning was a bit too risky. It probably
I mean, you had to. because Spy would have just summoned Descendant, and then
Yeah, that's true. I really am curious what his hand is. Also, Young Ancestor, I have tried that build. The issue with it is it's so vulnerable to Max C. It is fun because you can draw a ton of cards in a single turn and combo off, but it's like Max C just ruins it.
the blind MST on the middle monster is going to find another Rite of Spirit. That's not a great trade.
Yeah.
I would have definitely hit the Necro Valley or the other, Valley would have sold on to the MST, like you said. We're going to go Potted Valley, really hoping to see something.
Okay, there's E-Call. So he does
There we
have
go.
some safety here.
I don't think they have a choice. They have to add the E-Call unless they just drew a monster. And even then, I would still debating on getting the E-Call.
The scary thing is if Himne has warning set, I think it's game.
Yeah.
Oh, we're duality for
Duality?
duality again. Okay, so there must be a monster drawn.
They've drawn a monster. Yeah, they drew a monster. And I'm still on this is their only monster in hand. Oh, yeah. Can we stop this?
Oh, that's just game.
Turning the pressure up.
Oh, wait, we have 2 back row?
Okay, so we know one is the duality. Like he's bluffing us. Because he only set one phase down last turn.
Yeah.
I'm attacking. No, this is game. This is game. No doubt in my mind, because Gravekeepers typically don't play Heavy Storm, so you don't just set one. We're going for game here. I'm calling your bluff.
Oh! I mean, you're still fine taking this trade. You're like, it's a 1-for-1, but...
Oh no! Even now that I know he has a Mirror Force, I still take that every single time.
Like yeah.
Oh man, I was not expecting that. Don't we get the Spy and just set the Spy, and now we're in the game?
I don't think you can search Spy off Recruiter because that says 1500 or less defense.
Yeah, it's defense. You're correct.
So it's probably just another Recruiter. Yeah.
I don't know why Recruiter was restricted like that. That's
Maybe they thought searching Spy was just too strong, which it is kind of very strong. Because you can Spy to summon Recruiter, and then you could let that die, and then summon another, or search another Spy. It would actually go hard in, like, Monarch decks, low-key.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there was a point in time where Gravekeeper Spy was one of the most powerful cards in the game. So
yeah, that's true.
Like, easily, just like...
And that was a long time, too. Like, it was powerful for years. Like, I think it got, like, semi-limited at one point or something, if I remember right. Like, it was really strong.
Yeah, I remember it being really... I don't remember the semi-limit, but it makes sense. It's that powerful. So we're going to add another Commandant from our deck to our hand. Set a monster face down.
Oh,
That's
God.
definitely another Recruiter, then. He set a Recruiter. There's no way around it.
Here comes the duality. So it wasn't the set. Oh.
What did they reveal? We got a Thunder King Ryo, kind of useless. A Dark Hole.
So we're slamming Dark Hole, assuming that that's a Spy set.
Not good if that's not a Spy.
If
that's
it's a recruiter, it feels horrible. Yeah, that's like the 50-50 gamble. Oh, we're doing it. It is the Spy. Okay, he gets rewarded. 19 in.
Back into this game. Just a Mirror Force and a couple of other interactions, and now they are popping. Hymne may have the life point advantage, but Brahim definitely has the card advantage right now. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, board control. Yeah, he don't got the card advantage. he down one.
All right, Hymne. Again, still, this is the risk you have to take when you're playing aggressive. Playing aggressive doesn't guarantee you to win. And I still think that playing soft, I think that's the way. That's not a correct way to say it, but you guys are getting what I'm saying. Is not the correct way, because if you play very passive, that's what I'm looking for. He still gets into the game. He just gets into the game with more resources.
Yeah. Okay, we're just setting another card. There's no way that's a third Spy. That'd be impressive.
That's a third Spy. I'm just saying, man. Don't get punished.
If it's third Spy, I poop my pants.
All right, so Brahim's going to go ahead and set a card face down. I don't think we challenge this face down monster. The only thing, if it was a Descendant, he probably would have summoned it and attack over the Alias. I think that's the only monster that, like... Oh, it could be a Commandant. That would be really, that'd be huge brain.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does have the defense threshold, so like you're trying to deny the
Yeah.
flip, yeah.
Hmm.
But now it's awkward because like I think he's like low key playing around warning, but Brayden Poke's playing around the playing around the flip too. So
Yeah.
if
But this should
only,
allow Jaime to get back into the game.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna normal summon the Commandant.
yeah. Oh,
Rento.
is
That is a
it
very solid trade.
is it recruiter?
If it's a spy, we probably cry.
I feel like if it's spy, you have to flip it first. Okay, it's
The
recruiter.
recruiter. That's
Yeah,
good. So the recruiter gets mad value here by getting another Gravekeeper monster.
true.
I think we get recruiter here.
Yeah, it's
I don't think there's no way around that. Unless we already have recruiter.
yeah. So we've actually seen all the board wipes. We saw Mirror Force, Dark Hole, and Torrential all resolve in the last like 3 turns.
Yeah.
We're just
So, but
passing
he
back.
ain't draw monsters, but he drew fire.
Yeah, there is a world where okay, we're just passing. I was gonna say there could be an MSC Miracle Fusion here, but that wasn't the case.
All right, so Jaime still, I think we still go really aggro. We summon the recruiter and apply a little bit more pressure.
Yeah.
If we have the Stardust can't attack directly or something. I forget what that one-
No, Malefic Stardust can. It's the only monster that can attack. Malefic Stardust would be insane here. That card
Yeah,
would be
Malefic
so good.
Stardust probably seals it for us, depending on if Brahim actually has any real interruption. I still challenge that interruption every single. Like, I just can't not challenge the interruption. It's just
Yeah.
not my nature.
My question is, does he have Dust Shoot? Because he's saying lag. Is he trying to flip a Dust Shoot here with 4
If it
cards?
does, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. I mean, Dust Shoot feels good, but you do have very limited resources, so even information doesn't always help you if you're super low on cards, which he is down 2 cards.
But this could be big. I think the only card we know in Jaime's hand is Recruiter, correct?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if Jaime's only monster is Recruiter, then the playing field's pretty leveled here. And now they're both looking for a monster. So Dust Shoot gives you information and rids that monster.
Yeah. We're big thonking here. Big thanks.
Oh, so I mean, if I'm in this situation, in Brahim's situation, I'm trying to bluff my cards as hard as possible. I want
Yeah.
I want him to think I have a second Mirror Force face down.
Yeah, we are desperation play here. Okay,
Yeah,
here's the recruiter. Maybe bottomless comes out, which would be really
Bottomless would
big.
be huge. Bottomless would be incredibly huge here. Gravekeeper's Recruiter gets summoned. Brahim saying lag. Oh no, that was previously.
Yeah.
This could be a make or break play here, putting Brahim down to 400 life points. If he has a Wonder Wand, this would be game.
He maybe has Hero Blast, but he can't even use it because of Necro Valley.
Yep.
Okay, so we're swinging in. Boop.
All right. With no Wonder Wand, they'll go ahead and attack for the 1700.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about the fact that Wonder Wand was just game there. Yeah.
Yeah, Wonder Wand would have been holy. Like, do you have the dimensional prison?
I mean, this feels so good if you get this attack off. Because if he drops him below the warning threshold, oh okay, deep prison. That's really good.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
We saw that coming.
Yeah. But yeah, dropping him below warning threshold feels really good because like you're one steal away from just adding back your spies and then they can't warning, so
I mean, even though it's not desirable, even now, a warning puts them at 200 life points. They're really going to have to watch all of the monsters that they summon from here on out.
yeah.
So, because if it's too low when you summon like a Stardust, Malefic Stardust Dragon, that's GG's as well.
We got an emergency call. That's a pretty good top deck right now. Himne still has a warning live, a judgment live. He has torrential live. There's all kinds of options for Himne.
Mm-hmm.
For I guess that one back row, but it also could just be another Rite of Spirit to bring back a friendly 2100 guy in response to the 1900 guy that's about to hit the field. All right, Stratos coming in.
Okay.
Makes sense. Got to search some stuff.
All right, so looking, Brahim has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we grinding.
Yeah, 4,100 life points on Jaimne's side. There's still one potential Gravekeeper spy in the deck. No more recruiters, that's good. But I think it's very reasonable. I think that this can go into either player's favor here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's still just like one MST Miracle Fusion away from just winning the game.
You're correct. Yeah.
Likely, I want to assume this set card might be Miracle Fusion, the other one.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I can see that.
He had to set 2 to, like, just in case something gets popped, and so you set, like, the Miracle in the D prison, so to keep the D prison safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like a pretty okay game state for him.
Mm-hmm. Stratos goes ahead and gets the alias and then pokes for 1,800. That brings them fairly close in life points if this goes through.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think that they like to think, even if their back row isn't necessarily.
Yeah, that's a Hune special, just to make you think that they have something. Because, like, technically in that last turn, he was, like, bluffing my body as a shield on, like, the Mirror Force or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not
like,
gonna happen. Oh, Dark Hole.
Dark Hole face down, so Hamney may have something really, really good. Nope, just a set face down.
Oh,
Didn't
that's
want to lose
scary.
to lethal to another monster.
Yeah.
But no, like, so there's a difference between good bluffs and bad bluffs. I don't want to say Himne's a bad bluffer, but like if I'm catching one on this, Mystical Space Typhoon or the Necro Valley. Here maybe come the big play. If that phase down's a Miracle Fusion, you're a goat. It better not be a Miracle Fusion. That's all I'm thinking. MST on the phase down? Holy, that's maybe a play. That is the Miracle Fusion.
Oh,
don't feel shit.
Okay. That was very smart. It kept him alive in the game. My God. 400 life points. Warning is dead if he draws it. He needs a monster. He needs steel. If he found a Gravekeeper steel, he would like win the game off of it for real.
Steel or Spy definitely helps you here.
Yeah.
Definitely. We don't know his other cards in hand, which I find really interesting that a Gravekeeper player would just have cards in hand with nothing to do with them. I can't even think of bricks that would be, just not useful in game 3 when we can side those out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm really... extra copies of Necro Valley. Maybe he drew into 2 Necro Valley. That's like a common brick situation where like he had one on board. It just got MST'd, so he might be able to activate one. But
yeah, that would be rough.
Could be 2 Necro Valley in hand.
The way that Hime's playing, it doesn't seem like he has a monster. I think he might just be taking his time, making the opponent think he has something. Again, like I was saying earlier, some players are really good at bluffing. I don't think I buy any of Hime's bluffs. Personally, I don't buy them. Like, they seem too mechanical. They don't seem real. So he could bluff me into playing a real card. I just would never expect it.
That is fair. Yeah, he's viewing the graveyard a lot. I don't know what, I mean, is he debating? Maybe he did draw the steel and he's debating on what to add back.
I mean, I think we all know what we add back. So
the
steel. Holy, we're gonna go ahead and get the Gravekeeper Spy and the Recruiter into our hand. That was really, really good. And like you said, it was a Necro Valley. 1 monster in defense and passing the turn. Brahim can win this game with a couple of cards here, right?
With Spark plus any hero.
Yeah, that definitely is a great card. Baiting Himne to attack and having Honest in hand. That's an underrated one.
See, and I think that's why Himne didn't bring back the Commandant, because he could have normal summoned it and just attacked over Alias, which technically protects him from Gemini Spark plus Hero, but if that's Honest, he loses the game, so...
Oh, man. Well, mathematically, we haven't seen a single Gemini Spark, right?
No, we have not.
So the odds are Brahim would have a Gemini Spark before an Honest, right?
It's entirely possible that either thing is present here, which is terrifying. Like,
So we set the spy here. If we flip the spy, we feel comfortable losing into a solemn judgment because we have recruiter and we just drawn a card, so we bought ourselves a turn. I'd feel 100% comfortable here because spy can get us with descendant. Descendant can destroy alias if that's a Gemini spark. Well, it is what it is. And then I'd still be aggressive. I'd still be aggressive. Like he has to have another dimensional present. He has no mirror force. He has no torrential, right?
Yeah.
I'm still ultra aggressive here. I think our aggression is going to pay off. We were aggressive to 3 board wipes that is unlikely to have all 3, and we're still here.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's Spark, but I feel like you have to like almost call priority here and then pop the alias.
Mm-hmm. Is special summon fine? Okay. So we go
Prio.
Okay.
Pop alias.
Pop alias.
Get Gemini sparked. Cry.
Prio. Wait. Nah. Oh, you said Prio. No. Pay for your costs.
Okay. No problem.
Look, if Brahim allows this, obviously perfectly fine. He does allow this. I think we're a lot of players in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. A lot of players will get flack for making someone stick to their word. It's a hero blast. It's a dead card. In this particular situation, if he was to press it, I'd be like, you can't really be mad at that. That's not anything bad. Like, you made a decision. Stick with it.
Well, I don't even know if it changes much if he does.
No, I don't think it changes anything. I'm just rambling at this point.
Yeah. Well, now, like, he has to normal summon, like, the recruiter, and then he has to pop because he can't chance honest. Oh, wait, that's even better.
That definitely dodges honest, but I'm still in my ultra aggressive form because we've already been aggressive enough. I 100% destroy the monster and go for game here. But fortunately enough,
I mean, either way, he gets a direct attack. This way, he just keeps 2 monsters on board, which feels really good.
Yeah.
He also can theoretically make Utopia here to prevent the summon of like an Alias or Thunder King and an attack for game, which is probably what's best here. Because I think we're hard reading honest, right? So could be big.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Maybe I'm just in that ultra aggressive mind state. I'm just like, I sometimes I go cyber psychosis and just just go a little too hard on the ultra aggression.
Yeah, we're making Utopia. Okay, so we're playing perfectly around honest. That's fantastic. It's just a little awkward if he does summon a monster here, because he can literally just normal summon any light monster and pass, and he has to like go through so many resources to deal with that.
There's a light monster. Oh, this is not great.
Royal Tribute for game.
There's no way Jaime's still playing Royal Tribute.
Yeah.
That would be let me play the World Tribute for the honest. That's a madman right there. Like that is completely bonkers.
Now the question, how does Jaime like, is there another steal?
Well, again, my cyber psychosis says attack into the cyber
dragon. But he's been holding that card in his hand. It's spooky. It loses the game. We're in game 3.
Yep.
You want to toss a coin like that?
Yo, yeah. Look. Regardless, the game ends right now. And I mean, because you got to remember, I have to play 2 other games after this, so that means I'm ending the game now, from my perspective.
Fair enough. I'm a time man. You either go out like with a banger, like the most ballsy play ever to win the game.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Yu-Gi-Oh is about, making those decisions. Like, are you a person that takes really gutsy plays? Are you a person that, does what it does? Are you a player that plays a little bit more passively? Maybe you want a more controlled state. Maybe you want to know. I'm a ballsy player. I will I roll the dice when the event comes from it. I mean, I've been saying aggressive this whole game. Why would I change my game plan? My game plan was aggressive. I'm gonna stay aggressive this whole game. Again, cyber psychosis, but we're still gonna be in, right?
You know, I always used to have this saying back when I was like back when I was a young player. I always said that if I ever made top 2 at a YCS, if I ever made finals, I would look at my opponent and say, I love a challenge, and scoop game 1 just so I could 2-0 and be the most historically badass player the world's ever seen.
or you get clapped up game 2.
Yeah, okay, if it fails, you look like an idiot. But if it succeeds, you look like a god.
Oh my! You would be a legend. I think, regardless, you would be a legend no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure.
People will remember you for the good or bad. Like, they were like, hey, you remember that one idiot that scooped game 1 and they got clapped up game 2? Or you were like, yo, whatever happened to that player that scooped and then beat you 2-0? Like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you I've done this before, just one time. It was a regional and I was late for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Here comes a Malefic Stardust Dragon banishing the Stardust. I don't know what that does here. Then a monster set in defense. So what are we doing?
We're just walling up, I think, and like maybe that's spy. If it's third spy, he can get Descendant and just deal with this on the next turn.
You know, actually, I think Brahim did make a mistake. You want to make this believable? You attack with the Cyber Dragon into the Utopia when you summon the Cyber Dragon.
You know, that's actually kind of true.
Yeah, you do that. You make that attack. You make them believe that it's. If he did that, I'd be like, holy, it's an honor. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, no. He what?
He detached. He got spooked. He got spooked.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
Okay, now I'm using the Cyber Dragon to attack. I know he's scared, but he can take control of this game and win this game, even if he doesn't have honest, by attacking with Cyber Dragon. Holy, yeah, that's crazy. He's in Jaimne's head. He's definitely in Jaimne's head.
The thing is it's fair. It could be. Oh, he's attacking.
Oh, yes, he's doing it. But now keep in mind, if he would have did it the first turn, now Utopia would have had no material on it.
Yeah.
So now we can get rid of the Utopia for free.
Now set 2 back row like a Giga Chad.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Holy. Well, Jaime, all he needs is, I don't know if he plays multiple Descendant, but another Descendant definitely wins him the game here, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, Descendant does. In his former list, because he's played a similar list like this before, he only ran 1 Descendant.
Oof.
And so also, chat saying he ran only 1 Steel, so he needs, like, Rite of Spirit.
Oh, crazy. So Malefic Stardust is going to go ahead and attack. So what was the point? What was the point of doing all that extra stuff? No, not like this. Have the honest, Brahim. Oh, no.
He didn't have it.
What? Jaime. Oh.
He just called the bluff.
I was like, what? How do you call the bluff?
All right,
as soon as you get damaged, you gotta roll with it.
That felt like a scenario for me where players are listening to stream and they're like, "Oh, Himne thinks I have honest. We gave it to him. He's like, oh, I gotta hold this."
Oh my god. Oh man, that was definitely very, very anticlimactic. I like the very original attack damage step. I would have been like, yeah, sure, let's go. You know what I mean?
All right, Himne moving on to the finals, trying to get a second Tengumania dub, but he has a stack. He has the bracket stacked against him. You got to win 2 matches.
That's why do you guys do the loser bracket has to win 2 matches? I'm curious.
So it's just kind of like a Smash Bros bracket, right? Like where it's double elimination. So you have the like, I don't know why we do it personally, or like why that's how it's done. I think it's just easiest bracket to set up. And it also progresses very quickly because of the fact that you don't have to. We don't do like time in the round. You just can keep playing, and so the bracket can advance as quickly as possible, which is also really nice because some of these matches take a hot minute. So, but yeah, my guess is for time. I know that they were talking about maybe changing the structure for the next one, but I don't know. I don't run the tournaments. I'm just the idiot who talks about them.
I thought I'm thinking that maybe they thought it would be fair for the person coming into the losers bracket to actually have something to prove. Yeah. But the person going through the losers bracket plays more games than the people in the winners bracket. I think that says enough. Like the fatigue of just having to go through the entire losers bracket just because you lost one game to go into the finals, while the other player not only gets to see you play, they're well rested. That's in my opinion, that's already a big enough of an advantage. But being able to see 2 matches is going to be pretty good. Maybe this is Justin for the creators. Maybe a best of 5 or a best of 7 instead of 2 matches.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a fair point. Could just up to best of 5. That way, it's not 2 full matches because 2 full matches is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like I know Jaimne's like fairly fatigued, and his opponent, who I have not met just yet, is not. I think that's already a big enough gap.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah, we'll have to see. Photo Shooty is the man in charge. He's the one who'll have to make that decision. But I don't hate that suggestion either. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, just a suggestion. I don't run it. I'm just throwing things out there.
All right, hold on. I already know. We gotta ask chat. We'll just put a poll up.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely work. What do you guys think? All right, is the Cali effect off his rocker, or is this actually a decent suggestion?
All right, double Elim finals. Or BO5.
And all 36 of you guys watch. I could have been streaming this.
True.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna cap. I am practically naked, so
that's fair.
Just getting ready for football. That's all.
I mean, if you're streaming with pants on, come on.
Oh well, I got the other way around. Putting on leggings in undergarments and stuff is easy, and putting on the socks is a little hard. Putting on the top is like
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm just waiting on. I don't know. Maybe they're giving Himne a little break before he has to play finals. I don't know. Ask your.
Why is the winner of the winner bracket not allowed a loss too? They get extra rest. It's not about the loss. It's just they get extra rest. That's the reward of the winner's bracket. I think Yepe does. Yepe. I'm just gonna say Yepe. I think Yepe does pose an interesting question. Why doesn't he get a loss? He gets like what? How many rounds did he get off?
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to pull a bracket. I mean, you do play way less but if you go undefeated through winners, like that's just your reward for it, right? Because technically he's just undefeated. All right, hold on. I totally goofed, and I have to do this poll again. Okay.
What do you guys prefer Dueling Book over the other simulators, like the automatic simulators? I'm curious, and why?
We have to do Dueling Book because there's certain rulings in this format that won't be played in the simulator. Like, for example, Dark Soul gets to search twice if it's sent to the grave twice. You know what I'm saying? In end phase, and that won't happen on the simulator. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dueling Book is our way. We also we're going to be doing like a remote duel tournament, I think next week or something, and that's hype too. All right, I put the poll up. It's a little buggy for me, so I don't know, but.
So what do you guys like? Go ahead and hit those votes: best of 5 or double elimination. So far we have 3 votes.
Finals started. Himne's in game. Oh, there it is. What the hell? All right. It just started. All right. So it looks like Shinu Slaw won game 1. Or won the die roll, not won game 1.
I can't find the watch. Oh, found it.
All right, so starting off with duality.
Is Himne my boy? What's Himne's real name?
I don't know his real name. I just know Himne.
It's not Joshua Smith, is it?
No. It's not Joshua Schmidt.
Because I saw Sheeslaw put Joshua Smith. I'm like, wait, what? All right, so looks like all right, Beast King Barbaros, duality to C3, 3 cards face down, 4 cards face down. My brother in Christ, this is extremely strong.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. We got the big daddy Barbaros here, probably with a skill drain to pair, but doesn't even really need it. 19's still good enough.
I mean, the way that this is headed, this could probably be just one match. Jaime starts off with Gravekeeper's Recruiter, really strong card to start off with. Shinu Slaw. I'm just gonna say Shinu. Shinu is gonna say that's fine. We're gonna boost the Recruiter up to 1700 with Wonder Wand. Then use Wonder Wand to tribute off the Recruiter to draw 2 and search. That's so powerful.
It is so powerful. Get a nice little juicy +1 off of it. Probably set a shitload of back row in response and pass.
Who's stronger, my back row or your back row? Well, Shinu is definitely wanting to say something right here. We're going to get a Commandant that can get us into a Necro Valley.
German players.
Recruiter isn't what?
All right, well, we'll have a German translator in the chat. Tell us what that says. I'm sure someone's there to say.
The effect of Gravekeeper's Recruiter isn't in order. I don't know. Is it Orden? I don't know. I'm practicing my German now, guys.
We're learning.
Oh, so Double A Limit so far is winning the votes, which is crazy. I don't like you guys. Jaime's gonna go ahead and set 4. Goes into his battle phase. Or I'm sorry, Shin's gonna go into his battle phase attack. There's a Mirror Force for the Beast King Barb. I think that's a pretty bad Mirror Force, and allow me to explain why.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It shows that you don't have a lot of monsters or a lot of monster removal from attacks, and it shows that you're kind of desperate because Beast King is only 1900.
Well, okay, so I'll give my counterpoint.
Mm-hmm.
TGs in game 1, Mirror Force is terrible against TGs, so that's going to be your best mono hit. And so you might as well swing into it, right? Because what else is he going to summon? Probably nothing. So you're just 1-for-1ing a non-TG, which feels really good. That's the most value you'll get out of Mirror Force there.
But going Mirror Force for Beast King and TG Rhino wouldn't be good. I mean, I understand that Rhino floats, but you can't float into another Rhino.
It's effectively the same thing, but it's just the most value. Oh, and there's the skill drain. That's not what you want to see.
Okay. All right.
Do we move the damage step though? Is there a horn as well?
I'm not seeing the problem.
Oh
no. This game can be this game can be quick.
Yeah, this is ugly. This is definitely ugly.
This is where the steamroll starts to happen potentially for this deck. TG is one of my favorite decks because it's a Beast Warrior Winged Beast deck. I call it BBW. I don't think they have a Winged Beast, but they have a Beast and a Beast Warrior, and that's all I needed. Horn of the Phantom Beast is also one of my favorite cards too for this deck because it just gains you so much advantage and allows you to apply.
So powerful.
I still have my TU supers.
Yeah, activating it in the damage step is crazy, and then getting to draw in that scenario, it's one of the most blowout. Because Honest or something is already a blowout card, but this is Salt on the Wound, where you keep the boost, you get a draw card. It feels terrible. It feels terrible.
Just having your opponent trade their monster for you to draw a card is so free in this particular format.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Oh, Royal Tribute. Do you want it? Hit that last card.
Yeah, that Royal Tribute doesn't seem to be very ridiculous right now. TG Rush Rhino is already in rotation. Face down card could be a striker or a werewolf. Hypothetically, if we can get rid of the striker and the werewolf, prevent him from summoning or whatever, I just don't see the Royal Tribute working here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be Recruiter or Descendant. Descendant makes sense, maybe, but I mean, it's still awkward because skill drain's on field, so I don't know. This is just like the most backfoot scenario I think you could be in as a GK player. Because like even Necro Valley just does nothing in this matchup. Like
Yeah,
absolutely nothing. It's why
yeah,
this matchup is so oppressive for GK.
yeah.
Himne might be happy just making that second place earnings and
Yeah. Do we ever get a translation to what Shinu said
let's see.
from our guys? I know we have somebody that's German, so if you can you know
Yeah, someone translate this sentence, guys.
yeah, it's Ich finde der Effekt von Grabwatchers Recruiter isn't unordnung. I'm pretty sure I butchered that.
Yeah. I thought that was perfect pronunciation. It sounds just like my German, so
Hey, yo, our German is if our German is the same,
oh
and we
yeah.
have nobody else German is the same, then they're wrong. We're right.
Yeah, I think I agree.
All right, so Shinu has 5 spell and trap cards. 2 of them face up. One being the very powerful skill drain, which will turn off the Gravekeeper Spy. Plot twist: Chi-Chi Rush Rhino isn't strong enough until it attacks and is able to activate its effect, but unfortunately, skill drain does prevent that.
Oh, this could. Well, Barkion doesn't even do anything if he's thinking Barkion. Okay.
Doesn't do anything here.
Yeah, because Necro Valley prevents Barkion banish.
Yeah, so Rush Rhino attacks into a dimensional prison. That's one of the best ways, but it does fly.
Oh no!
Holy. Normally, you don't want to give Gravekeepers any type of advantage, but stopping a D prison on your TG Rush Rhino, which is going to get you a draw, that feels good. It feels like, yo, stop your opponent's card. You guys both draw a card.
Okay, so what I'm seeing in chat, by the way, is he said, I think the effect of Recruiter is fine, but he's saying like it ironically. I don't know.
Oh, all right.
That's what it is? Damn.
I mean, my translation was close, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to assume you're right and the German-speaking people are wrong. That's my guess.
That's about right. Yeah, don't worry. I'll provide translations from here on out, guys.
Perfect. I'm so happy about that.
So Jaime is going to respond with Rite of Spirit to another attack declaration. He'll be able to special summon a Gravekeeper's monster to his side of the field. Actually, do like Rite of Spirit. I like that card a lot.
Yeah, this card really didn't see a lot of play historical, but in my opinion, I think it's a very powerful card that's like super good in this deck. It gives your deck chainable back row. It gives your deck the ability to play off your graveyard, bring stuff back, which in itself is good. And that also lets you lower your monster count on some other cards that are like a bit more bricky. Like you can cut down on copies of Assailant and stuff like that if you can just Rite of Spirit it back, right? So
yep. Graveyard removal exists like DD Crow, but it's not played. Not like it could be activated anyways under Necro Valley.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it.
Agree, yeah. All right, so the Pot of Duality is going to find another Royal Tribute.
So we're finding 2 cards, basically 1 card, because Necro Valley isn't even good here, so we're taking that Wonder Wand for sure.
Well, the Wonder Wand does make Assailant 2,500, which is stronger than Rush Rhino here.
True.
But
we're also hoping that there's not another Horde of the Phantom Beast.
if he goes Horde of the Phantom Beast number 2, I think we concede the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think we have to accept that this was not our day for this game, and we concede the game.
We move on. We side out a lot of these terrible cards for the matchup, and we go hard on anti-TG. I mean, I'm sure Himne has to have a side for it, right? Like, there has to be a heavy side. So game 1s might just be tough. And this is looking unplayable if I'm in his position. Oh, wait, is he going to just... Oh, he's just going to draw.
Oh, okay. He must be looking for a particular card. I don't know what particular card it is because he's staring down some pretty powerful monsters that can float. So
Heavy Storm.
Heavy Storm.
Actually, maybe it's just Dark Hole. Maybe he's looking for Dark Hole. Dark Hole's like good here.
So now he's going to set the Spy, but if Shinu does have the, like you said, another Horn of the Phantom Beast, that Spy is long gone.
Yeah, this is not easy.
All right. TG Rush Rhino attacks into the face down and meets another D prison.
Do we have another bribe? Oh, we have Judgment.
That's good.
That's very
That's good. Shinu is keeping full control on his work. And you know he wanted to get rid of one of his spell trappers.
Oh, and he gets the draw, man. We've seen Horde of the Phantom Beast draw so many cards this tournament.
Yeah. This is starting to become wild. But I have a feeling that Shinu wanted to get one of his Speller Trap cards anyways. He has 3 new cards in his hand. He can't wait to play with his brand new toys.
True. And we got Rite of Spirit bringing back another guy. We're just stalling as long as possible. I mean, there's we're 21 cards deep in Himne's deck, right? He's got 19 left. Oh, and the bottomless.
So even if we would have brought out the Recruiter or Assailant, that thing was dying anyways. It didn't matter.
Oh, for sure. Oh my god.
Himne!
The third Rite of Spirit. That's so funny.
So yeah, Shinu is trying to apply pressure here. He doesn't set a card face down. That makes me think that he really wants to be able to take advantage of his cards in his hand in the following turns. And he has a little bit of clog with his back row, but doesn't really matter as he does have control of the game right now.
Oh my god, dude. These dualities are not friendly.
These are rough. These are rough.
I mean, the steal is fine, but it's definitely not great. I'm also curious as to why is he planning on going aggressive this turn with the Assailant? Because, I don't know why you wouldn't bring back Recruiter, because it still has 2k defense, right?
Yeah, he has to be going aggressive with the Assailant, but Shinu has drawn so much advantage. I would find it hard to believe that his back row is a bluff. The back row that he set is a bluff. Shinu is going to go ahead and say 3 Rite of Spirits is your main engine. That's exactly what he said. he's taunting Himne right now. Himne says, really? Is that what you think? Oh, now we got some English. What's going on, man? A reborn Tengu is going to get summoned using as a synchro summon. What TG Striker here? I forgot that this deck even has tuners.
Oh,
TG
true.
Striker seems like a starter sometimes.
Oh, getting the Gaia Knight. Gotta get the big 2600 boy.
And then Tengu replaces itself with another Tengu. This is really, really good for Shinu.
Well, this is good because it also can clear Spy, because Spy is at 25, so he can clear Spy with it if it's set. And
then Rush Rhino will secure the draw with Horn of the Phantom Beast.
Yeah.
No Mirror Force here. I know you said, "Oh, wish I had a Mirror Force bet." It trades kind of nice right here. I'm just saying.
That's fair. That is fair. I'm eating my words. All right, we're swinging in. We're getting a ton of damage here. There's no more Rite of Spirits to bring stuff back and stall. So, yeah, this is looking like a game 2 for sure. I mean, Himne's playing it out probably just to see if anything can happen, get more information on the deck, but
yeah. I mean, to be honest, this game really seemed one-sided once the skill drain was flip face up. Yeah. And then I think the biggest play is when that Horn of the Phantom Beast was on the TG Rush Rhino. That was really, really huge. Those 2 cards were defining moments of that particular game.
Yeah, we're just scooping it up there too. Yeah, no, skill drain has been kind of so skill drain really fell out of flavor for a while. People really weren't running it. Same with TG as a whole, but skill drain has looked insane in this tournament. Actually, it's the most impressive card. Also, checking our poll, 23 votes in, 65% say double Elim.
You guys have outie buttholes. What to tell you other than that? I will fight every single. You guys got to be all European. I will fight every single one of you guys.
Putting up the dukes.
You guys have pissed off the big damage stepper. You guys, I'm coming for y'all now. No, but overall, I do see the merits in both sides. So I see why you guys want double even limb. Of course, having that this person didn't lose, so allow him to lose once so he can get back into the game. I understand that point. And hopefully you guys, even though you do disagree, maybe you see the side that I put out. Dude got at least 2 free rounds, where he just got the sat back and he couldn't have lost. So,
Bro, my poll is bugging, by the way. It won't let me end it. It just keeps dropping down. All right, well, that poll is just there forever, guys. I'm sorry. But, you can see in chat, I tried ending it 3 times, and it's just sitting there.
It's no. You see, I got a thing with YouTube, I hacked into the systems so the poll can stay there forever. So eventually,
so you can eventually be right. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now you know. Holy. So what do you think? Because are we already know that Gravekeepers, our Royal Tribute, is completely useless, right?
Yeah, so we're siding out. We're siding out Royal Tribute. We're siding out like. I mean, honestly, I think you side out copies of Necro Valley because like
That might be it. Yeah.
like you probably keep
Like
one or
Necro
two in, and then like you need to get as many D prisons in there as possible. You need as much banishing as possible just to like deal with it. Low key, if he's spicy, side Caius. But you also
yeah, that's good.
yeah, and then,
I agree.
And then even I don't even know, like MSTs definitely need MSTs for that skill drain because skill drain definitely swings this matchup in favor of Shinu Slaw as well.
I think you want back row removal. You 100% want back row removal.
Yeah, which
Like,
is crazy coming from Gravekeepers.
Yeah, like Gravekeeper's Descendant isn't going to be enough here. Like,
yeah,
you don't want that. Like, you don't want just Gravekeeper Descendant. If you're relying just on that, it might be a wrap too. Okay, so Jaime is going to go ahead and start off with that. Oh my God, that 6 card. I got to love it. He's going to go ahead and draw for turn, start off with the Commandant to get the Necro Valley. But we already know how powerful Necro Valley is in this particular matchup.
Now there is a world where maybe he kept the Royal Tribute in going first, so he could just knock the TGs to grave and you don't have to deal with the float. Probably not though.
Yeah, that would be a winning strategy, but at the same time, we've seen how it happened in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, later stages.
Now that it's Royal Tribute, I'd be a little bit aware of that.
It's high risk, high reward. It's probably better to side him out. Uh-oh. Duality. Back to back. We've seen a lot of this face today. Oh,
and the skill drain. So we pretty much already know what's coming down here.
Yeah, I'm eating that skill drain.
Yeah, I mean, unless he already has a skill drain, I'm getting the skill drain.
Even then, it's just the most impressive card in this matchup. Set that shit if he chains MST, you chain your second skill drain, you're happy.
Yeah, you're right.
Who cares?
Right.
Like, no.
Bring back Heavy Storm. So we go TG Rush Rhino here. Rush Rhino could elect to attack into the recruiter or potential spy, but I don't think that's the move.
Nah, it's set everything. Flip that skill drain on the flip of the spy or attack into it next turn with a horn, and we're happy. You almost have to flip spy to like force the skill drain.
In phase decree. Holy. So we flipped the spy. I think I let the spy go through, to be honest.
Really?
I would let the spy. Here's why I let the spy to go through. What are you going to summon?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Am I right? Oh, I thought I was going to be right about the skill drain.
But yeah, I let it go through. You summon Descendant, right? And then what do? You activate Descendant and I skill drain you still?
Yeah, that's true.
Like you waste a resource and I still skill drain you. You summon, I guess summon Recruiter would be good, but like my TG floats. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not getting far. I'll take a little bit of damage depending on my back row, but I'm still getting ahead.
Yeah, that's very true. But now with the skill drain off the table, Himne actually has some plays to make. Because it's like Descendant and Chip. Oh wait, no. I agree with this too. Skill drains off the table. Assailant is like the best card to deal with.
That's fair.
The horns.
Yeah, you don't have to lose your monster, and you get to handle horns.
We're seeing a new German word, summon Fien. Not sure what that is, but
Summon fine. That's what.
Oh wow! You are an insane translator. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Shino is now talking English, but I'm gonna say it in German. Eskill. No, I'm just.
He's
a D barrier on the Gravekeeper's Assailant. That's huge.
Yeah, I mean he'll still lose the Rush Rhino because it'll still switch to defense, but. We're really happy banishing this card because I'm assuming it's his only copy. And
yeah, we don't have to deal with it. Yeah, we won't have to deal with it ever again. So now our TG, I'm sorry, the Horn of the Phantom Beast is live. So now we're good. We're chilling.
All right, we're just setting and passing the Rush Rhino. He didn't forget his Scarm in the end phase, good for him.
I assume he gets he's going to get TG Striker. Why not get the other TG? I forgot it. Werewolf.
Striker just ignores the normal summon, right? So you can still special summon here and interesting. Why didn't he special?
Oh yeah, that's very weird. He could have special summoned and normal summoned the Tengu here. So really interesting that he goes about this route, but
I mean, this is kind of good. He can crash the spy and then, still be in the same board state. Oh, Book of Moon. Oh, Book of Moon
that's
on the
not
spy.
good at all. That's not good at all.
Chain Lance,
no.
Chain Lance, quick,
Oh,
Lance.
you have to. This is not good.
Oh,
She was gonna let it go.
that's not good.
Yeah, this is somewhat problematic.
I mean, very well played on Himne's part. This also opens up the possibility of him making Wind Up Zenmeister to reset and flip his spy on the next turn, which is really crazy too.
Yeah, this could be very problematic for Shinu right here. I wonder what he's going to summon. Maybe a recruiter. Maybe we're going to go, Descendant. That's also very fine. We're going to start poking at... Oh, Shinu just concedes the match. I still think that was winnable.
Interesting.
That was winnable. That was really crazy that he just concedes the match right there. I mean, he does have a whole nother match if he loses this match to go to. So
yeah, you could be greedy. You could spare the mental, and he gets to go first in the next game anyway. Like going first is what really makes the difference. Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, Soldier Boy is streaming Master Duel.
Is he still streaming that?
I guess.
Oh my god! I trolled him last night. He's a trash Master Duel player. Man came in with blue eyes. It was like, oh, what do I do? He literally, he's doing it for clout. I actually don't respect that.
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone plays Blue Eyes on Master Duel. If you don't know what you're doing, they come in, build a Blue Eyes deck, and just get destroyed by anyone who has any brain cells.
I do feel sorry for him a little bit though, because he picks Blue Eyes, right? He goes into casual. He says, these guys are professionals. They've been playing forever, right? And I'm like, bro, you're in casual. He sits down in casual and he's playing against Tier Limit. And I'm like, wow. In case you guys didn't know, Tier Limit was the best deck in Master Duel right now. And I'm like, in casual, they're playing Tier Limit? Like, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, someone's sweating.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to get from playing like a hard meta deck in the casual bracket? Like,
I don't know. I just thought that was wild.
That is crazy. Oh, well, we're seeing a repeat. It's normal summon, set 1,000,000 cards, watch Himne cry. Oh,
yes. This seems like game one all over again.
Himne goes, enter battle phase? End of battle phase?
Oh no, don't do that. Even as a newer player, or not a newer player, as a current format player playing the old formats, I still respect Ash Blossom and Evenly Match for no reason. Obviously, they don't exist in this format. So it's just one of those mental things. But Solemn Warning is going to reach the Reborn Tengu here. That's going to be pretty huge.
Yeah, that's a definitely big hit. But why are we thinking... And maybe he had bribe, considering bribing that. It could be fair. Yeah. But I don't think you care that much. On attack declaration, you have to skill drain here, by the way. Because if it's spy, then you eat shit.
Yeah. Skill drain definitely does allow you to get over the spy, and because your Beast King Barbaros becomes 3,000, which is really, really strong. It's going to be hard for Himne to be able to get over a 3,000. Holy crap.
Oh, so maybe damage step Horn now because we did skill drain?
That seems to be your only other option. Damage step. Oh, so here comes the Horn.
Well, no, Himne's asking, so we don't know.
All right.
Shinusla would be the one who's doing it. But
I hope you didn't fumble the bag right here, because this was definitely a pretty big misstep if he just attacks into a spy without any type of anything.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean okay?
Oh, there's the warning.
Okay,
we all got baited.
Bro, I was looking at that way too hard. I was like, yo, you gotta help us out here. What do you mean okay?
All right.
Okay. Himne with 5 total cards. No Gravekeeper Spy, which is unlucky. That's another Gravekeeper Spy. We already know that Shinu has used a lot of resources just to get over it. No skill drain, no Horn. This could be...
He could have the Horn. He might just be holding, right? Like, because it's not a bad play to, like, warning that there and then not reveal Horn, because I don't think you get the draw if you warning, so...
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Attack deck is fine. We're gonna go through this again. It's another spot. Shinu has to have something for this one.
Okay, yeah, here's damage
Oh
set.
yeah,
There's
now
the
he's gonna
horn.
horn. Okay, so just like you said, he's gonna horn on the Beast King Barbaros, giving it strong enough to attack over the Gravekeeper Spy, and netting him a card.
Yeah, the crazy thing is he's gonna, like, if he flips skill drain at any point, he also gets like a nasty like 3,800 attack monster with horn equipped. Like, that's scary. Oh,
Yeah.
reveal skill drain. Oh no! Okay, skill drain is on the table no matter what. You probably
man.
just take that because Descendant can be turned off here. This is gonna force an MST out of Himne. I'm assuming one of those back rows is MST.
Yeah.
But either way, like, it's definitely worth taking that skill drain.
Oh, 100%. If I'm Shinu, I consider. I mean, if I saw his matches, Himne blind. Oh no, it wasn't Himne. It was a last player that blind MSG. So never mind. Disregard everything I said. We're gonna set a monster in defense and a card face down, and that's the end of our turn. Hopefully, Himne sees what he can do here.
Yeah, this is scary for Himne. Also, I think if Shinu wins this match, he will be the first ever TG player to win in our Discord. I don't think we've had TG win a tournament yet in the Discord.
Crazy.
Which is crazy.
Well, Shinu's skill drain is obviously hit by Mystical Space. I think we hold that. I think we wait till he gets comfortable and like tries to do some crazy stuff with it, and at least pays the 1,000 life points, and then we MSG it.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a reason to just blind to MST right there.
Well, I guess the only logic I could think of is if bribe is also set, you don't want to chain MST to a skill drain and then get bribed on like a critical moment of like you like, for example, summon Descendant Tribute to pop, and then they chain skill drain, you chain MST, and they bribe you. You just lose that exchange really hard. So maybe it's just playing around bribe to be safe, which is
that could be it.
Makes some sense.
Mm-hmm. So now we go Wonder on the Gravekeeper's Recruiter. We already know what's going to happen here. We like that +3 potentially.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, it's happening.
Wonder Okay, cool. On the Recruiter. We're going to be able to pick up 2 and then search another Gravekeeper's card. We have not committed a summon, which I think is really good.
Yeah. But, I mean, what are you going to... Third spy?
Yeah, that Beast King Barbaros is 2,700 attack, so it's not a chump. He can get over almost every monster in Himne's deck unless he plays Malefic Blue Eyes. Nobody was on that, so
Malefic Cyber End would be the only card that could...
There you go. That would be it.
Oh, okay, but we got Assailant. So we activate Necro Valley, and then you can attack.
Okay, and we get over the Barbaros. That is a way to work. But if we get rid of that Assailant with a dimensional prison, I was thinking dimensional barrier. Pardon me. We get rid of it with dimensional prison. We're almost in the same spots as game 2.
Yeah, Deep Prison or Mirror Force is like so strong here.
Yeah, I like the dimensional prison because we've already seen the Gravekeepers are the rite of passage, rite of spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just permanently removes the threat.
Yeah, I agree. All right, yeah, that Deep Prison was all he needed. He can just switch this card back to attack, the Barbaros back to attack, and start poking in, enjoying his fun time with this card.
One of my favorite cards in the game, by the way.
Really, you like this card a lot?
Oh yeah, I love this card.
I like the other skill drain guy, the Fusilier Dragon or whatever, the 28.
Oh, you like Fusilier?
But no one plays him, Obviously, he doesn't have synergy with Horde, but I do think that card's cool.
He is an Eradicator target.
True, so he is Eradicator target.
That's not bad.
All right, so
I'm going to go with that Upstart Goblin here. He's going to draw an additional card, giving Shinu 1,000 life points.
Refunding skill drains,
Set the monster in defense. This could be Shinu's time to shine here. Beast King Barbaros will gain cards every time it attacks into his monster. That could be huge. All right, we flipped the TG Striker, but I think everyone knew what that was. I think the only thing that we're probably a little scared of, just a little bit, is Mirror Force, because we do lose our big Beast King Barbaros. TG Striker does get destroyed, which allows us to get Rush Rhino. Oh no! The MST on the horn.
Even hitting that MST here feels kind of bad though, because there is a world where, like, I mean, if this is spy set, it's actually really nice. Oh my god! Damage step, say damage step, say damage step. Oh, I thought he was gonna get the horde.
Wow. I'm just at a loss of words from here. I'm at a loss of words. I'm just completely at a loss of words from that one. That little exchange, that one Mystical Space Typhoon, has shifted the game back in Heine's favor. Baron de Fleur, holy. Chino, I bet you wish, my friend. Baron would be ridiculously powerful. We'd make it destroy the Necro Valley, have a negation. Oh man, it'd be really, really good.
Let's see what happens. We're just passing. Descendant could come in and be big because we definitely know skill drain is not set here. So yeah. Descendant actually goes off. Could actually just net the win.
You get a tribute, a search, or a destruction and a search. Sometimes that's just too good to give up.
Well, we get the bracket reset for the finals, man. Could be big.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Sheeny was probably kicking himself in the butt a little bit. Maybe he didn't see a single way he could win that last or the game 2. But right now, after this game, everything's going to be pretty much even. And Sheeny's advantage is going to be evaporated.
Yeah. Yeah, still sitting kind of cushy, knowing, you got potentially 3 more games ahead of you, but
no.
Oh wait, that's Trishula.
No.
Okay, Lance's.
Wait, if there was never mind. The Lance on the TG Striker makes itself 0. Trishula probably would have won the game.
Yeah, Trishula would have gone really hard. Okay, so
I'm more inclined to believe that Jaime does not have a descendant the way that things are being played around right now. The good thing is Gravekeeper Spy is 2,500 defense, is bigger than the Barbaros right now.
Oh yeah, Barbaros can't out it. We get Wonder Wand. Oh my, we're just getting all the advantage here, man. Wonder Wand.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Insane here, because we still get to keep the wall. Oh, he can attack over for
22.
Oh, he has a normal summoned, so he can also go Descendant in main phase 2 and pop.
Mm-hmm. Well, Recruiter's 2,200. So.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage here. Damage step? What do you mean? What do you mean damage step? Hold on. I was like, what do you mean? There's no Earth Honest.
The Earth Honest. Man, if Earth Honest exists, I would be the best player in the world in this format, with my boy Psychics. Yeah, Psychics and X-Savers with Earth Honest.
Well, there's the Dark Honest if it makes you feel better.
True, there is a Dark Honest that finally came out, but that was like something people always talked about as like a meme back in the day. Like, oh man, imagine if Dark Honest came out. Because Kalut was the Dark Honest, but less good.
Yeah, I always thought that Dark Honest should have been named Deception, but it is what it is.
Oh, that's actually a sick idea. Yeah, no, I see that.
Yeah, and then put it in the text, this card is always treated as Dark Honest. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can just have the same effect as Honest, just for dark monsters and just be called Deception. I think that makes a lot of sense.
The reason why I say that is because Honest could potentially be an archetype, but we know cards that are named Dark are considered or could be considered an archetype. That's why I would have that little line of text.
I see.
This card is always treated as Dark Honest.
Yeah, they need to have an Honest for every deck or every archetype.
I mean, at this point in time, I think it would be cool to have. Definitely not impactful, but cool to have.
Yeah.
So a pot of duality is going to go ahead and excavate the top 3. Oh, I'm sorry. We're in 2011. It's going to mill the top 3. We're going to see Great Steel, Rite of Spirit, and another recruiter here. I think Jaime has this in the bag. Shinu started off strong in game 1, but games 2 and 3 seems like his deck is falling out flat.
Yeah, also, that being said, we're like one TG1 EM1 away from being able to yeet that Utopia and get better board state.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is becoming a bit of a struggle now. What are we searching? All right, there's the Werewolf.
Werewolf. Okay.
25.
Now we're down to what, 1,800?
Unless we have a response. Yeah, 18.
Oh yeah, Shinu's down bad right now.
We're in phase searching for Warwolf. Hopefully, I don't know. This really looks like a bracket reset, which is impressive. Hine is fighting.
Okay, so the MST on a random face down center card. That's all cool. It's gonna hit a heavy.
Ooh, that's probably a sided in heavy. You sided in against the back row matchup, assuming neither player is going to run it.
Yeah,
because people probably take out Starlight Roads in this matchup.
Also, a great going second card. You know,
Yeah.
Shinu has 5 cards face down. You get that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. You're golden.
Well, yeah, we even saw him set a lot of back row without Starlight Road or Bribe in this game. So heavy actually would have been a big punish. But that's information for Shinu to consider in this next. Oh, this is big.
Okay. So a TG Striker to a TG Werewolf can be a lot of things here.
Oh, this can be.
This Chris can flip the game over.
Yeah, this can be Trish.
Oh, wow. I can't say I did not see this one coming. I just did not see it coming.
Yeah. Oh, but
we're playing ballsy. We're getting rid of the Necro Valley. I love it.
Interesting. Why did he not hit the back row? If that's warning, you just lose.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But Shinu is my type of guy. Balls to the wall type person. We're going to summon Trishula. I want to put him on. Do you have it? Show me the warning. The Trishula is going to go ahead and activate its effect. It's going to banish up to 3 cards.
What are we hitting?
We got to wait.
I don't know why.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I think Necro Valley would negate Trishula.
Does it negate the whole Trish?
Yeah, because it will move a card out of the graveyard. Again, Necro Valley's had so many changes in its card effect. But current day Necro Valley, in theory, would negate Trishula. It says negate any card that will move a card out of the graveyard to a different place.
But that was a different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But also, on top of that, Trishula doesn't have to banish a card in the graveyard. So, really interesting. Trishula does bring us back into the game. Hymne with just 2 cards on his hand. This could be Shinu's way to play. Really disturbing that Shinu can't use any of the other cards in his hand. We know he doesn't play. He's not on Max C right now. That would be horrendous. Yeah. He doesn't have an effect mailer. That would also not be as great. I'm really curious to why he hasn't been able to utilize those last 2 cards in his hand. They might be just monsters.
Yeah, but what monsters? Like, Rush Rhinos, maybe?
Rush Rhinos? That could be it.
Yeah, someone in chat said he knew that it was Rite of Spirit. Okay, so there's a
werewolf. Yeah, that does make sense.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense.
The recruiter finds a TG Werewolf. That's huge right here. Now he can't lose to Gravekeeper's Descendant.
Yeah.
So Hymne is definitely looking at a very interesting situation. He's going to summon the Descendant. Holy, yo, being prepared. He's going to get rid of the Trishula by using the Descendant's effect, getting Recruiter's effect to potentially get Commandant. I don't know if I'm him. I try to get the Gravekeeper spot. No, I'm just like. Oh, he has the Necro Valley. Okay, so we know all of the cards in his disposal.
Oh, this is scary, though. Oh, okay. Yeah. Smart.
He doesn't want the Rush Rhino. Yeah, because the Rush Rhino trades really well here.
Well, no, he doesn't want to attack because if he gets Striker, then Striker plus a level 4, where Chad's saying Tengu is the other card in hand. So then you can make Bryanak and end the game right there. Oh, we get the Rush Rhino.
The Rush Rhino. Yeah, I guess it isn't the end of the game, but we know all of his cards. The Recruiter's going to be a little bit hard to get over because the Rush Rhino can only go up to 2,000.
Yeah.
But right now we're applying pressure. We know the card. PG Werewolf puts Hymne down to 1,000 life points, and holy, just when we thought we were already packing up and going to the second game. Shinu refuses to give up here.
Trying to think what is like. Okay, we already know this last card in hand is Recruiter, so it can out the Warwolf. Oh, but now we have Striker plus likely Tengu, or Rush Rhino. So
summoning the Recruiter probably should be out of the question, but setting the Recruiter doesn't seem like the best think ever either. Because, well, I think setting the recruiter is probably better than summoning the recruiter. Because if we summon a recruiter, attack over TG, he pretty much. We set the recruiter, he has to commit resources.
Okay, but now what you can do is you can just summon Striker and Wonder Magician pop the Necro Valley, and then if that's like bottomless or something, you get a draw, and Necro Valley still dies. It can't be warning.
Yeah, agreed. But hypothetically, if that's a bottomless, you pop the Necro Valley, you lose the Wonder Magician, and you potentially lose the game if Harmony draws another monster.
Yeah, but you get to draw a card off the bottomless because Wonder Magician just says destroyed, so you still get to draw another card, and assuming you get any live back row.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're probably still in the game. But, I mean, ultimately, Jaime summons the monster and attacks over the werewolf. He loses the game 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
If he plays it this way, he could potentially not lose the game. Ball's in Shinu's court, depending on his decision tree.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely very interesting. We know Striker, likely another level 4 monster, so the last card drawn hopefully is a back row for him.
Mm-hmm.
These are really intense games, though. These have been all extremely close today. It's super fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so... Okay, yeah, he's going for the Wonder Magician play, likely.
Okay, so Wonder Magician takes care of the Necro Valley, which could be big because his monsters are no longer huge, chunky boys.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to have a bottomless face down or dimensional.
D-Prison is the most impactful card here, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, people memed on me for saying Spell Striker goes hard, but imagine Spell Striker right now, guys. Come on, think about it.
Wonder Magician attacks into the recruiter. It's a D-Prison!
Oh, that was the worst case. Okay.
Now, there's still a TG Striker that can set us up, right? Oh, no, we used it. Oh, no, we're going to put a face down and then pass our turn.
But it's okay, because, like, if he flips this,
he needs another monster.
Yeah. He needs another monster.
Does Jaime have another monster? And it's the Necro Valley. It's close. Does Shinu have a D-Prison himself?
But that's like kind of bad though, because if this last card is Tengu, he can just summon Tengu, crash, and attack for game.
Oh, crazy. Well, I mean, put him on Habit. It's a Beast Barbaros.
Barbaros, okay. It can't be skill drain set. Damage step?
Oh, no damage.
No damage. If it was horny,
so don't we just get a 2000 monster and attack over Barbaros for the win?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, it's okay. Descendants out, Assailants out, Commandant's still in rotation, right?
Are there no targets?
Commandant,
no targets.
No targets.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at his graveyard. I'm like, he needs a steal here, and we know he only plays one. Oh no, this is down to the wire. Shinu draws for a turn here. Beast King Barbaros activates.
Duality is definitely a good card to see right now.
MST, no MST, but a solemn judgment here. That's huge. Half of 100 life points is, I mean, it doesn't matter here. If he has another monster, we 100% push with this Beast King Barbaros.
Yeah, I mean, you attack here for sure.
Is it anything?
Oh, that's game.
Shinu seals the tournament. TG is the first, if I remember correctly, the first time TG wins
a tournament
here.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
That is crazy.
Tengumania is dope. That's all I gotta say.
That was a really hype tournament right there. Hold on, I do have the secret sauce. I have the list that won, and since tournament is over, I will pull it up on stream here. Let me find it. There it is. Damn it. The crazy thing about this list is he put this thing up like early
mind sending me a picture too? Because I mean,
yeah, I'll send it to you. All right, guys, this is the list we got right now. We can probably even bring him in. See if he can hop in the call or something. We could interview.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Let's
What Tengumania is this?
This is Tengumania 4, so this is our 4th edition of it. The largest one we've ever had, technically. So,
a solid build. The breaker. It's the breaker. It's the breaker.
Yeah, the breaker actually, the one breaker, that card went hard. We saw it win another game earlier. I think it actually beat Hime before. All right,
Is breaker limited?
No, you can play 3.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay, here I gotta add him as a friend to get him into the call. Yeah, so we're looking at, I mean, this is like very similar to Tyler Nolan's list. It looks like very similar. Maybe. There we go. Yo.
Hello.
Yo, Shinu Slaw. Am I saying your name correct?
Yes, Shin is enough. Just call me Shin. That's what
Shin?
most people do. Yeah.
Perfect.
Congratulations on winning the Tengumania 4, big dog.
Thank you. Oh my god. I can tell you, yesterday I was just playing for fun. I had like a bottle of wine and was just screwing around. Yeah. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, what made you pick TGs though? It's a very, very interesting deck. First time that it's won in Tengumania, so really interesting choice.
So basically, a small story. When I played the game a lot between like 2011 2014, and at that point of time I didn't have a lot of money, so I mostly like my pet deck was gadgets. I also play Gladiator Beast and TG because all of these decks were pretty cheap. Mm-hmm. And for this like for the tournaments before, I know Tyler streamed a game of mine before. I played like a Black Garden deck, which was bad, and then Photo Shooty, who was a friend of mine, asked me to play a real deck, but I'm not good enough to play these combo decks, to be honest. So I thought it's either Gravekeepers or TG, because I think these two are the best anti-meta stun decks. And I just like playing TG because of the creature swap thing, which we didn't see in the final.
Yeah, true. So my question for you is, you main deck Skill Drain, and some people are against main decking Skill Drain. Do you think, like, I mean, I saw it come up like really strong in your like last couple of matches, but tournament overall, do you think it was worth it?
In this tournament, yes. So I got pretty lucky. I didn't play any hero. I anticipated a lot of hero before, to be honest. So I thought a lot about playing either Skill Drain and Barbaros or Rayo and no Skill Drain. And I like to have more targets for Horn of the Phantom Beast, and Barbaros without Horn of the Phantom... like Horn of the Phantom Beast without Barbaros has, I think, like 6 targets? No, 9 targets. It didn't look enough for me. So I thought, okay, let's try the Skill Drain. Also, I'm the no fun guy. I was always the no fun guy, so,
Yeah. So throughout the entire tournament, take me through the experience of going undefeated and then making it to the finals and winning on your first round, because obviously if you lose you get an additional round, but take me through it, pretty much going undefeated throughout the entire Tengumania 4.
Yeah, so I can tell you the first game of the tournament I've lost. I played against a Vario Turbo deck, and the player had just BLS, Dark Armed, Grapher, and I was dead after the first turn.
Oh my god.
And I got pretty lucky in the last game, because I think my opponent made a small mistake with how he sequenced his game, and so I got super lucky winning, and I was like, okay, doesn't matter. Then I started drinking. And,
the alcohol carried.
And then I played Tengu Plants, and to be honest, Tengu Plants is like the deck I play against. So I need to give a small shout out. Like, the deck is a bit reminiscent of Tyler Nolan's deck.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, because Tyler Nolan was always my idol. He built the Black Garden deck that I played before, and I think that's the most fun deck I've ever seen before. So yeah, I just looked at it. I changed a few things also on the side, but yeah. So then I played against Agents, and I thought Agents is like super bad for me, but I think you saw one of the games on stream, Tyler, from what I remember. And I don't know. You just need to get a bit lucky. It is what it is. I played again, and starting round I think it's a top 8 round. I played against Richard Pere, and we went in VC together because we know each other a bit now through the German community, and that was such a fun match. And after I won that one, I was like, okay, I have a chance to get it because the deck performed so well. And against Himne, the first game, I think Tyler also watched it. I was sure I lost the game because he had a Gravekeeper Spy face down, and I had nothing to stop it. Got a Solemn Warning with Pot of Duality, but we knew he had an MST.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I drew a Solemn Warning. He didn't know I had it. And then he didn't MST my new back row, but just flipped the Spy, and that made me win the game. If he MST'd the new back row, I would have lost, and I would have been in the losers final, which still would be like super amazing, to be honest. And I had lots of fun watching your stream today, and also like talking to friends, because while we watched the games, we had like the German community and were watching the game with Photoshooti, Necro, the organizers who did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's way more fun than just to play alone or watch alone. Watch alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely an honor to be here. It was really, really cool to see you guys duke it out, go for the championship. I still have I have a couple of questions about your deck choice.
Yeah, all good.
There's one big one. I think this is probably a solve all my questions. My first question was, what was your most clutch card throughout the day?
So I think they're like, I want to say, which like the not so fun answer would be TG Rush Rhino, because that card is just amazing. But the more fun thing would be Breaker, because Breaker won both of the games against him. I love Breaker, the Magical Warrior. I think it's an amazing card, and I'm not sure how good it is, to be honest, but I just wanted to play it.
I mean, it looked crazy in all your games.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was actually my second question. Was like, how crazy was Breaker? But you pretty much, again, like I knew you were pretty much going to answer it. I'm even thinking about like, maybe Breaker in the side deck is a viable thing with Mystical Space Typhoons. The Trishula was wild.
Yeah, the Trishula, like at that point of time, I was like, oh god, okay, we need to play another game. And then I looked at my hand and said, okay, there's a chance with Trishula, but he has Rite of Spirit and he has a Descendant in hand. What can I do? And then Trishula was the only choice, and I thought, okay, 50-50 to hit Descendant out of his hand. I didn't hit it. It still worked out it was like 100 life points. So it
worked really well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
How was that neck and neck final? I want to ask. So we see Vanity's Emptiness and a single copy of Leeching the Light. Like, I don't know how strong Leeching the Light would be in a deck like this where you like don't spam monsters that much. Was that card good? And was Vanity's Emptiness ever useful? Like, did you actually resolve it?
No, so I will write a small tournament report in our Discord, which is amazing. Everyone who's watching, please join the Discord. I would say. So Vanity's Emptiness, I copied from you, Tyler. I looked at your decks, and you had Vanity's Emptiness in the side for TGs.
True.
I side in twice against Agents, going first, and I never drew it, so I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure if I would play it again. Leeching the Light, I only played because at like 3 p.m. yesterday, I was building the deck, and Necro said, kick one lands, play Leeching. And then I did it. I drew it once in a game that I've already lost, so I'm not sure. Like the rest of the side deck, these are the 3 cards I'm not sure of. The rest of the side deck was super strong. Like I wouldn't change MSCs. Okay. Maybe playing real life, I would change Maxis because I don't have them and they're pretty expensive.
Maybe more breakers.
Maybe
breakers. Let's go.
Yeah, breaker looks so good. Like, I'm honestly shocked there's only one breaker in the deck because I always saw it come up for you and I was like, oh, that's so clutch. Like, that's such a good card here. And that was impressive. I also really like Lance. I think I disagree with Necro. Remove Leeching, put the Lance in. I think Lance is so good right now against heroes because heroes just like have to make so many choices when you have Lance in hand. And it's so hard for them.
I agree. Not sure if you followed the Tengu Rumble that is running around right now. I played Gladiator Beast only because you can play 3 lands in the deck, and that's the only reason that deck is good in this format, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that was really, really great. Congratulations again on winning Tengumania 4. It was a really, really awesome match to see.
Thank you. Thank you for streaming it, Tyler. You did an amazing job being here for all the time. Thank you, Kelly. I went to my work for a week last week, and I played Yu-Gi-Oh with some friends or colleagues who play the normal format and talked a bit with me. And one person told me, "Hey, you know Kelly Effect? He's the best YouTuber ever." So shout out from a work colleague.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you joining the stream. I appreciate it. Like, you know, everybody who did put a lot of effort into this, even the people who put money into the prize pool, you know, that just comes out of pockets, right? It's from like us mods and stuff like that. And so, and anyone who contributed to the crowdfunding, that's super awesome. So yeah, it's a lot of effort that goes into making these tournaments like function, but I'm super glad to see it growing. You know, we definitely are increasing in numbers each time we have a Tengumania, so I'm so happy to see that because this is an incredible format. So I'm really happy to see it get showcased so much.
Yeah, it's insane. And I know it's already in the event section in the Discord. Did Shruti already announce the next Tengumania? Do you know that, Tyler? You know about it, right?
It might be. I can check.
When is it happening?
Let's see.
Because it will be a bit special.
Tengu. Oh, the IRL Tengumania?
yes, we will have an IRL Tengumania next time. In July.
The next one that isn't in Germany is going to be September 16th. Cali Effect, just so you know. So if you want to play in it or come cast again, that would be fun. That one will just be on Dueling Book. The one in the IRL one will be in, I'm pretty sure, in Germany, which, you know, someone sponsor my trip, you know, get me out there.
And the one after is going to be in November, right?
It's September, and it's going to September will be on Tengu Rumble 5 will be oh wait, that's Tengu Rumble, sorry. Tengu Mania 5 will be September 16th of this year.
Okay. Unfortunately it'd be the same day as YCS Cancun. Or the same. Yeah, because I think that's 3 days before my birthday, or 4 days before my birthday, and I'm pretty sure that weekend is YCS Cancun.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good chance that we postpone. I know that the tournament before they also postponed for like the YCS in London.
Yeah. So it might get pushed back if there's a YCS because we don't like to overlap YCSs because people want to travel to those events. So I'm like 1,000% confident that's the same weekend as YCS Cancun. So you guys might want to make it a week earlier or a week later. Yeah. You know, totally up to you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I would actually probably say a week later than earlier. You know, a lot of people may want to play test.
Yeah, the only thing I'm a bit sad about, Tyler, that you left the game a bit too early, because the first thing I put in was, Tyler Senpai, please let me co-commentate with you sometime.
Well, yeah, there's always next time, man. It would be dope to see you guys do it. I've literally Tyler actually messaged me about doing it a little bit earlier, but unfortunately, I had some business that I had to attend to. Next time, I would be really interested in seeing what I could do to help out the community. But really want to keep in contact. It's September, so we got a little bit of time. Maybe I feel real good around that month. That's the best month of the year, and maybe we do something really, really special.
Oh, that would be so cool. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So we got some hype stuff coming Tengumania 5, guys. You heard it here first. We'll be cooking.
Yes.
I think that'll wrap it up for the stream today. I mean, not much else to go over. So thank you guys for those who watched. Make sure you guys subscribe, not only to me, also subscribe to the Cali Effect for joining in, taking time to help the Tengu community. I know we all appreciate it. So thank you for doing that. But I think we'll call it here. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure